Fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bounty
You may now
Hunter.
select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Whoa! Sick burn! That was lame.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Alright, well, curses are meant to be broken. I talked to a shaman about how to break curses. It's by just believing. I believe that this bounty hunter is going to...
Belief is what can change this world.
Yeah.
So T1.
Just be
Taking it away in a game, too.
Alright, so what do you think this bounty can do this game?
I mean, hopefully something better than what we've seen from bounty
Bad
hunters
Rider's
in
in
the
trouble
past.
here.
Easy flame break, but now that's
But you
not
still
going to be
flame
enough.
break. I mean, you get away, but you still flame break. Which is not the worst. It's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. It's actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
But could you have gotten away if you skilled napalm? Possibly. Maybe
the
not.
battle begins.
You know, chooses to play it very safe. And now he doesn't have napalm, which is like the bad rider build. That's what you associate bad rider with. You don't care about flame break.
But do bats ever take like flame break 2?
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So you're not too...
There's just the first wave, you know, is where one denies you level 2, and you only have like 48 base. See if you get to deny or not.
It's because of the bounty hunt. Caused him to take me.
But we're believing.
Ooh, I don't. See, does he get the denies? Can Carl get to level 2? Now they're just fighting
What
back
is
and
happening?
forth. They're just right-clicking each other. He wants the attention off the creeps.
But you can see this range creep should be pretty easy to deny. Oh!
Did you get it?
It's
Yeah.
burning! He got it.
Nice.
Okay, that means free level 2 for him then after 1 meter creep.
Under the tower.
Nice. Okay, so
Let's see if
Carl
he could get the CS.
actually got. And Bounty Hunter, as expected, doing.
Yeah, this is an off-lane bounty hunter. We've seen it in
What is
a bunch of roles,
what
right?
is mini?
Things I don't.
Trouble. Usually the best. Not quite as smart. That you thought it.
No, no, no. You see a troll here with an enigma. I've been loving the troll brewmaster lane quite a lot. You like troll enigma?
Roll and I mean, Enigma is just there to deny range creeps. Okay, doing. Not the worst lane. Not the best lane. They can make it work, you know. They just work on an XP advantage, gold advantage as well.
Can take in a
Oh,
lot
5.
of damage.
There's a flame break
7
available.
stacks. Oh boy.
8 now.
Yeah. To be really careful about where he approaches this. Look at the damage on a can. Oh my god.
One more.
Yeah, he's got it. First blood for Carl.
That was a very greedy orb. You have 7 stacks on you, you throw the orb out, you run back in, and get 2 more stacks on you. That was completely unnecessary.
That was a lot of damage on 9 stacks.
Yeah, I mean, 9 stacks, how much is that? Do the math. 90, and then 2, 108 bonus damage per hit. Plus flame break, of course, you know.
Chad, is that NA math or did he do it correct?
That's EU. But that's just what they do in math school, you know. You never actually give the correct answer. Acceptable.
Right. Look at this.
Hey, 7 stacks
7
again.
stacks again. Now 8. He might even fight this, but under the tower makes it a little bit more difficult. He did have 3 bottle charges. Maybe he could have gone for it.
Radiant structures
Could
are
have
fortified.
maybe gone for the Firefly and Fairy Fire, but he has to be so careful on Puck. Like, it's the second time he got caught out like that.
Puck out!
You know, you got Magic 1 charges, sure, but there's only so much health to work with, you know.
Right. It's about getting that per-minute mark. I'm trying to see who else is going to come over, except for the Earth Spirit, who's made the rotation so far. I'm sure we'll see anybody else come over just yet. I don't really think Enigma gets anything done, and Zephyr, a little bit
Oh,
just his own lane.
9 charges again.
Yeah,
He's
they're gonna
dead.
get that kill on the can. They've got him one more time. This time, at least Carl should get traded.
Yeah, that's a lot of XP for the Earth Spirit, who also will get the bottom at DD. Maybe he will leave it for the Puck. He's gonna leave the DD rune for the Puck. Back fairly, but he's over a whole level behind on the Puck. Earth Spirit doing a good job at just protecting the creep wave though.
Double damage!
Oh, he did not even go into bottle. When bat hits 6, it's very easy to die on the Puck.
Yeah.
You have to be really careful. You get like 4 stacks on you, you can die really easy. The Earth Spirit is really just camping there. I guess DK doesn't really need to help against it. Oh, bad ready to beat bottom actually.
Yeah, they want to go on Rapido. Carl coming in. Flame break pushes him back perfectly placed, and now Rapido is just going to drop.
Now that's a great rotation. Not even I expect. How would DK probably, like, possibly, like,
Radiant are scanning.
he has lasso work with.
Dire's bottom tower is
you
under
say
attack. Radiant
Again, going for the roll. Oh, the lasso! He should have this.
Yep, stop.
Fight coming in here. Stop on the T. Get that. Gets the kill. Carl moving around, making a lot happen.
A lot of space for the Puck though, who's caught up in levels again. Yeah, you definitely have to be excited a lot with those rotations. But definitely Pricing him for his teammate. See it? Fine. Stakes. He's not doing terrible.
He's even with the DK right now. Terrible.
And they will have track. I mean, track plus bad rider can really do it.
And I think the difference here right now, at least, the bounty hunters we've seen, it's been like 4 kills total in like 15 minutes when we. So this feels like it's going to be a lot more aggressive.
And they also were plus 1 and 4 rather than 3. I feel like bounty hunter's best position is 3, and my bit some going on him. They have a dust on Earth Spirit rolling in.
They're gonna
Don't
roll.
connect.
They're gonna dust. They've got 3 heroes here, and
He has 13
they've
magic
got
one.
Carl
Carl's
trying to
here.
rotate. Now Cuckoo might be able to take advantage of this. He's silenced up. Run down. Shot Cuckoo, but BDZ, he's a shared bounty. Carl's still going in on this. Now the Dream Coil comes out from a rotation from Ken.
Radiant's top tower is under
Survive
attack.
uses that flame break, snaps the Dream Coil at the last second.
The last second. And now we see the rotation from Puck come in. And a little bit of revenge here. And he has a region room to work with as well. So Puck's game is really, really good again. Same net worth as the bad rider.
Dyer's Curcuit
Feels like
has
nothing
been
ever happened to
killed.
him. Those solo kills do not matter.
Look over.
Another
Cuckoo
TP bottom
once
from Bad
again.
Rider.
Like maybe the bounty dies this time, and maybe it's almost
Radiant's
looking
middle tower is under
G and that
attack.
hits onto the bounty hunter. Meanwhile, bottom, Rapido, Saint, yes. Rotations.
Both offlaners having a very rough
Radiant's
game.
middle tower is under attack.
But the good thing is with Bounty Hunter, you don't need much
Dyer's
more on level
bottom
6
tower
to
is
get
under
back into
attack.
the game. One track kill here and there is
Radiant's
really going to
top tower
accelerate that
is under
farm.
attack.
Top tower looks it's going to fall though, they have no glyph. The very early top tower.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They have a lasso here on the puck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay,
shield,
he
he has a
hits
shield.
it. And now the Dream Coil comes in, but after the Aphotic Shield's placed, they've got the lasso, they'll pull him back, they've got the Firefly, they get the kill on one, they look over at BDC, Storm comes in, White Line immediately kicking out, Zephyr,
Bounty.
Buckle, disarm, Bounty's in. The Shikuchi, Zephyr dead, but going after RR.
One more shuriken up soon.
Kill, there it is.
And double 6. Back
Now he's
no,
got track. And they're playing aggressive. They are playing really, really aggressive, and I like this with a bounty. I know I'm reiterating, Mike.
Bottom
We just
again.
haven't seen this from this kind of lineup. And now they're going in on a Rapido. They've got the flame break every single time. This has been perfect from the Batrider. He doesn't have lasso to work with this time. They will get the kill. He tries to get away.
Aced it.
Ooh, needs to be careful.
still fighting
but
back, too.
He does have 2 bottle charges as well.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, Carl is a really good bad rider player. He knows the ins and outs of the hero pretty well. Almost finishing up his travels now. Troll is having a very free game, but so is Weaver. Like, he is sitting at top of the net worth quite comfortably. DK struggling. 0-3-0 now. Just picked up level 6. Will probably now look to pressure bottom tower with the Dragon Ball.
Carl, though, he's late, so he gets easily. Top of which he'll have the boots
What's that,
to
is it
travel
quad?
finished.
Quad stack. Be a lot of gold and level infusion.
They're going after the troll. Jackie getting caught. He does have that ulti if he can get it off. Stun. Still holding it. Jackie. Ooh.
They do have a black hole.
Black hole comes in. That's through onto the Earth Spirit. They've got the track. They're trying to get these kills. And that bounces over on the Yowie. They'll get the kill on the BDZ. I'm not certain he was tracked when he died.
He was not. The shield perched it off.
Yeah. Reapply the
Radiant's
track
middle
and
tower is under attack.
kill, but it's not a track.
I'm surprised Jackie got caught out by that because it
Radiant
was
structures
a
are
very
fortified.
natural rotation that would happen by the Dire. Nobody showed top, nobody showed middle, so there's not many places they could possibly go to.
Still pushing.
Dire's top tower is under
Another
attack.
tier 1 tower. They're going to tee over
Radiant's bottom
Bad
tower
multiple
is
heroes.
under
They don't have
attack.
Black Hole to work with, but they can defend this. If the side of Execration aren't careful, they're going with the Rolling Thunder. That's going to hit the Dragon Knight as well as this
Back.
Abaddon. There's the track. The lasso coming in. Whoa! And he'll fall. So will RR.
That's-
Double kill for Carl and both tracked.
Yeah, that is. You can see the net worth. There's a 2K net worth suddenly.
Dire's top tower is
Where
under
they
attack.
just jumped up and top tower getting a lot of pressure, Puck defending it. Track is really, really so broken when you get
Dire's
these
top
kills.
tower is
Every
under
kill is
attack.
worth something like 600 gold
And
rather
if
than
you're-
200.
You have this lineup that can play aggressive, and if you build the right way for Troll, join these fights pretty early on.
Yeah, he's probably still, yeah, he's going to Battlefield anyways, just to be the late game security, you know, because they have a lineup that can fight really well, just 3 heroes. Don't even need Enigma. Rolling Thunder plus a lot of damage, a lot of chaos in the team fight. All these tracks and shurikens flying around, Bad Rider flying in. Go Blink Dagger game rather than usually you just see that travels straight in the BKB.
DK going Meteor Hat.
Radiant structures are
They're
fortified.
pretty good because the Dragon Tail goes up quite nicely.
Ooh, hit with that Dream Coil. Have vision on the Bounty Hunter. Trying to get these tracks out, trying to survive while under the coil. Hit with Boulder Smash. Here comes Torpedo. 3 heroes here. Easy killing the Bounty Hunter. Nobody coming up.
But it's just a Bounty Hunter. He doesn't really care too much about
Dire's
Rolling
top
Thunder.
tower is under
Just
attack.
a
Dire's structures are fortified.
top tower
Radiant's bottom
should
tower
be
is under
falling to the
attack.
troll momentarily. Who's having a pretty free game himself.
Radiant's
You can see
bottom
Bad
tower
Rider
has
is now
fallen.
1,000 net worth ahead of the Weaver, having a
Dire's
fantastic
top tower
game.
is under attack.
I hope he goes into the BKB rather than the 4-step. I don't like 4-step of Bad Rider. Of course, it is
Dire's
so
top
the
tower has
can
fallen.
lasso a guy and drag him away from the Abaddon as fast as possible. But still, that BKB is really necessary nowadays for Bad Rider. Going in on the DK here once more, lasso.
Yeah, lasso comes in. That's out onto Rapido. Flame Break pushes him onto the low ground. They've got the track 10 coming over.
Interesting. He didn't have any
Track
stacks up on
again.
him. He just chose to lasso him. It's a very long cooldown now. Slight misplay there by the Bad Rider, but it's okay. At least he fought some rotations with it. Absolutely terrible.
Zover goes after Zephyr. Swashbuckle gets the disarm, but the Boulder Smash as well as the Magnetized should confirm the kill, at least on a 1. They've got the track now onto this Weaver, who has time-lapse available. That Aphotic Shield to purge off the track, but, well, he gets caught. He's tracked up and killed.
Oh, sick burn.
The Earth Spirit drop will kill us for this side of T1.
Dire's
You have to be really
has been
careful.
They
Stun.
want this. Elder Dragon form with the Dragon Tail coming through onto Carl. He uses that Flame Break trying to run. Illusory Orb coming in. There's the Dream Coil just on the edge. They'll get the kill to the Bat Rider. They will take out one more.
Weaver is
Who?
getting really rich.
Puka's doing some damage, but he just doesn't have.
And level 4 Shuriken did a lot of damage
13, 14 minute.
with face boots.
Yeah, that's not just ground boots.
Yeah, or as we have seen, some no boots. But I mean, Dota is always evolving, man. People are always trying to find a way to be greedier and getting away with it, you know?
The same reason I like the band Fish. Like, no game of Dota is ever the same. No concert for. It's so interesting that you can have the same. The games could be completely different.
I think there's just too much human factor into it, right?
Yeah.
Emotions, mistakes, outplays.
Little thing. They're not dying.
Like that Puck right now, he could be on top of the net worth if he didn't die twice in the laning phase.
Jackie's gonna get caught here. They've got the silence, and he won't be able to get anything off. They will spam and ask him where his team is.
They have a
He's
lasso,
not there.
might be able to catch up.
Got it. Maybe we can get something out of this. They'll go for
Three-man
Dream
coil.
on the 3, so that'll probably stop the aggression, but they've got the track. Yo used that time lapse, now trying to run. Rolling Thunder coming in. Ooh, stuns up the Earth Spirit. have enough time to get the track on.
That's
Yes,
on the
they
Weaver.
do. They'll get the kill on the BDZ. They've got the track onto the Weaver, who doesn't have time lapse to work with. Goes to the Shikuchi, but now retrack. So they're going to try and stay with him. Can over to the side.
Flame break on 2.
Ooh, flame break available. They're still chasing. They've got the damage, and it's from Cuckoo to get the kill. Double kill here for the bounty hunter. Both those heroes that they do kill are in fact trapped.
That Weaver kill is very, very big. He was highest number of core on the dire side. He was doing way too well for himself, and they finally put a stop to it, giving some more space to
Dire's
troll,
middle tower is under
process. Is it black hole?
Black hole coming in, immediately stopped.
Dire's middle tower.
Have the silence, and they'll use the borrowed time to get the kill on a Whitemon. It was a black hole that was out for a second. If you blinked, you might have missed it. Who coming over? He throws out some tracks. We'll see if he can get anything done.
Dire's top tower is
It's
under
up in
attack.
invis. So, well,
He has to be
basically
careful.
Uses E.
He's acting like he's like 5 slotted.
Ash. Chase with the Dragon Tail. They've got the control. Do they have the kill? Ooh, Shuriken bouncing around. Waning Rift. They've got the silence, but they don't have the
No
damage. And
dodge.
the dust misses him.
Dire
Oh,
are
if he gets the
scanning.
Korea now, that's insult. Adding salt to the injury, kill the Korea.
Salt to the.
Yeah.
Just business. Nothing personal.
Entire time continuing to farm. Seeing how far ahead Bat Rider's getting over. Involved in a lot. I'm surprised Bounty. But he is ahead of the Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have like too many track kills. Also, only 30 CS for an offlaner is very minimal. Going to Bad Rider once more. He went ahead and did buy the 4-step, and
Dire's
now
top
going to the
tower
BKB.
is under attack.
We'll see whether the backfire.
Radiant's middle
has a-
tower is under attack.
Feeling kills because he is very.
That's
fun.
up in 3. Might be fine. On the puck here.
Yeah, they've got the
Disarm.
lasso coming out,
It is
and
no
do they get
great
track off? No.
No
But
track.
they do get the kill, and that is well worth it. Bodic Shield purging the track. They're rolling in. Whitemon in trouble again. Doesn't have Black Hole to work with. Puts down the Midnight Pulse. Cuckoo on the run. Rip, that's going to silence up this Tangoeer as well as the Bolt. Smashing the damage coming up from Yo. He goes onto the high ground. Looks at the rolling thunder. Shield crash down low, but not enough to get him away safely. This is aggression coming out from Execration that works sometimes. It's being countered at points, but getting away with quite a bit.
You just have to be careful because these small skirmishes, you know, when it's an even trade, it's really not that even because T1 is getting all these track kills,
Is under attack.
which is putting them ahead 4K at this
They're
point.
TPing in Cuckoo.
Yeah, couldn't be mounting too much here. No lasso up.
Immediately purged, and now Abaddon. Shield that gets popped. They're gonna dust. Dust coming through on Ayoi. Another track around doing a lot of damage onto the Weaver. Weaver doesn't have an ult.
Yep. Troll just happily farming away. This is why T1, you know, used to be so dominant in the SA region. The 4 players of them are so obnoxious to play against that they just make so much space for. Oh, the coil misses.
Boy. Ken.
Ooh, that's a rough one. That's a long cooldown too. He didn't use the arcane room before he dropped it. That's
You're
a
just
face
thinking
palm
about,
moment.
yeah. It's like, you ever hear that sound of, does it get used outside of America? The,
I don't know if it's outside of America, but I definitely heard it.
going,
Yeah, itemizing into damage. Because they really don't have a lot of damage from the DK at all. He is not having a game, and they're quite tanky on the Radiant side. However, 2 Maelstroms means BKB is a super strong item on Radiant.
you know, the Weaver is having a good game. Jackie's just made so much space. Yeah, he died earlier, but ends up that he's
Roaring
able
Thunder,
to
another lasso.
get ahead on the net worth. Meanwhile, they'll take out Rapido. They're bringing over reinforcements, trying to help. Whitemon has been the sacrificial lamb quite often,
You took that
and well, that's what he's going to be there.
Yeah, but DK dying once more. He's really just trying to kill him over and over and over. He's 1-5 now. And the DK that poor, you know, he's really just a glorified support. As an offlaner, you don't really have the capability to catch up into the game.
He's
Not
fought
even level
Meteor
12
Hammer.
yet.
gather round.
It's not working. Oh, another coil miss!
Oh, Ken. We go back to it.
Second time.
Yeah, it's too much. I feel rude. I don't want to do it.
Nah, it's fine. Be yourself, my friend. But yeah, that's 2 potential kills that were missed already, you know? Like,
With the game so close like that, those are massive.
They are, because Radiant has the greedier item builds and the greedier draft. And they're getting away with it for now. 6k ahead. But at least it was under the arcane buff this time.
Yeah.
So, Coil up in 20 again.
T1 though, it's the factor of both track and a Battle Fury early for the troll.
Yeah.
And they're really pulling away.
He's building into BKB. Once he has BKB, he really doesn't have to care about anything on the dire side. And he can just go to town.
Silence.
Weaver is quite scared of Troll, honestly. If you ever get rooted or bashed, you can just die almost immediately. Smoke up here on Dire, rotating towards the top lane, where there's just a lonely Pangolier.
It's away. He's got that blink for the Rolling Thunder. That might be the difference maker on whether or not they can stay on somebody long enough to get those kills.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
T1 reading the map very well here. No one is getting caught.
Silence.
Say that, puck. Nice. Good wave.
Dire's bottom tower
Pangolier
is
is
under attack.
getting top. Not giving them any space to push. They're outplaying EXECREATION quite a bit, right?
Pretty heavily.
A lot of pressure bot lane, cutting all the waves. And they're just going to Roche. They say, heck it. You want to outplay us? We're going to force the fight at Roshan. And I don't think T1 really wants to fight into that, so it's probably pretty free Roshan. Good decision by them. But at the same time, they're getting their core items.
Could come over. I mean, they've got Blink with the Rolling Thunder. That could really disrupt that fight. They could make a way in.
Yeah, it's just very scary, you know. Like, if you give away Roche and a team fight, suddenly you're not in the driver's seat anymore.
Game's pretty
So it's Aegis, you know, it's cute, but it's not like...
massively game
Dire's
changing.
middle
Yeah,
tower is
because
under
like
attack.
Weaver is the Weaver, you know. Oh, he broke the coil with the roll-up. Super well played by EXECREATION. He also has a haste rune.
Yeah, he is getting away, or at least trying to. Got
Blink in one.
Swashbuckle in a second, as well as the Blink.
That was so well played. He curled up inside the coil as an auto attack was flying towards him, and then he got pushed out of it.
To turn this now.
Lasso.
Ray comes in, and they've got Midnight Pulse down on Yoi, who's stunned up. Track on him. They know that he's coming forward. They're trying to get the kill on a white on. They have the damage. BDZ with the Boulder Smash finishes them off.
Go ahead, Nigma. Bad Rider just finished BKB as well, so they didn't go and force themselves into like an anti-timing, which happens way too much nowadays. And with this BKB, Bad Rider is pretty unstoppable. The only one that can stop the lasso at this point is the Abaddon, but the cast range is not very far. At least he's building into an Avalanche, also recognizing that fact. It's going to be quite a bit until he has that one.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, really, they've been waiting for the Aphotic Shield and working, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a really good job around it. Roll finished his BKB as well, and now it's pretty much go time for T1.
Yeah, they can fight. And
Another smoke to the
big
triangle.
fight
Radiant's
going their
middle
way
tower
on
is under
T1
attack.
with tracks could be devastating in terms of network.
Could be game breaking.
Ooh, Bad Rider's
Radiant's
or,
courier has been killed.
What's that? There was Yule Scepter. 2.5 minutes without that. Smoke up, but they saw that. I saw they're taking the high ground. But they know they're on it.
Radiant's
No, they're
top
just gonna run in
tower
there.
is under
Or maybe
attack.
they will. Bounty is like, eh. My nose in here a little bit.
Dire's middle tower
Now they're
is
gonna
under
go
attack.
Dream Coil. That comes down, and I
Yes, BKB though.
don't think that landed. The Dragon Tail was out from Rapido unless it was instantly. They've got themselves the lasso coming in. White Mom potentially looking for a black hole that comes in. That's on a 2. Stop with the silence through from the Waning Rift from this puck. They get the kill on a Rapido. Whitemon ends up dropping to a neutral.
Deck
Back
still
out
has
onto
BKB and ult.
RR. They're going to continue to go after him. Finish off this Abaddon. They've got 2 kills here. Swashbuckle Shield Crash taking out Ken. 3 gone on EXECREATION. And T1, you see, they just jump up and, well, more K of a lead.
Can really see the damage struggles now from the Dire team. DK doesn't really, you know, give you any...
Jackie? He's spotted, but
He has ult and BKB though.
yeah, I'm not sure that this Weaver wants to be the one going for base.
Careful there. Just said if you get rooted, you can be in trouble very easily. Damage issues becoming very apparent for the Dire team. Abaddon, DK, not doing any of it. And then you have BKB, so Puck doesn't do anything. You know, Maelstrom doesn't do much through it. They didn't itemize into a single physical damage item. So far, at least. Every track kill is just so massive. Track, how much is that? 80 on top of the bounty already, and then bounty himself gets 205 per kill. If you get multiple, it's literally 1k gold per kill. Pretty crazy. Roll miss.
Pretty gross.
And that's, I think, the biggest difference we see in bounty here and the ones previous games is that he's actually in offlane position, you know, and he has a team that can actually fight with him. Like, he's not forced to farm.
With all the bounty games combined, I don't think they've had as many.
Yeah. Every time anyone had a bounty that struggled, has a run.
And that's the thing,
RR
only
got out
22.
here.
They're gonna go in onto Jackie. He gets that ult off just in time. He's looking over at the DK. And this is Rapido caught, Rapido killed, and now the rest. They're on the high ground trying to make something happen with the Dream Cooler drops down. They've got the silence onto this Enigma. He'll get focused. He's gone for 45. BDZ, he's next to fall on the side of Execration. They've got 2 heroes dead of his. They go after Jackie again. He goes around the trees and away from Execration. Oh, just surviving. But Yoey doesn't want to give up on this. Swashbuckle ends up missing the Aphotic Shield. It's out onto the Weaver. Shikuchi and a Aphotic Shield pop should be enough with a couple right clicks. And oh, Jackie through the trees. Don't tell me he gets away. Swarm, Ken's here, no chance, right? Oh my god, he made space though.
He did. A slight misplay by him. He used BKB and ult together. I'm never a big fan, or not never, but most of the time I feel like it's very unnecessary. Very exposed after both cooldowns have been expended. He had one of them, you can see it here. As soon as they initiate on him, he just pops BKB ult straight away, and very premature in my opinion. Like if you just pop one of them, you keep the other one for later into the fight. It's better for you. They do kill the Dragon Knight, pop the Abaddon ulti, but you can see Troll, he can't fight anymore.
Now he's just kind of running.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem of the Radiant side here. They don't have really damage without a Troll. Bad Rider still cleans up the supports, but that's not what you want from your Troll, you know? Like, you want him to be there the entire fight and really deal that damage.
On top of which, rip through.
Yeah, he also had a double damage rune. Weaver, so that helped out quite a bit. But Weaver itemization, I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. Linken's, Saint Yasha. It's a lot of gold invested and not a lot of damage. And they already have damage issues, as we spoke about. Bad Rider now. Use at the stun. Follow up. Meteor Hammer.
Dream Coil. Wow. Okay, putting it together, getting the kill on the Carl.
A lot of damage. That's why Meteor Hammer so well in DK. But it connected on the Bounty Hunter, and he does.
They get the kill on him though. Zephyr coming through. They'll look over at BDZ.
He's level 18. He has Guardian Greaves on this Pangle here. And Blink Dagger.
Really fun.
He's filthy rich.
Considering he was in a 4 spot.
Yeah. Now he has overtaken the Bounty Hunter. Usually when you play offlane Bounty, that happens. Where you have a post 4 that really scales well. And the Bounty Hunter is just running around tracking people, you know, building utility items. Now they have Pipe and Guardian Greaves and Solar Crest. Like they have
talked about their
so much
damage
utility.
problem. The side of Operation, like it get worse.
So much utility now. And the free Roshan too once it's up because of the Solar Crest. Very, very good against Roshan, of course.
Bottom tower is under attack.
T1 is definitely in the driver's seat right now. Higher.
Can it fall apart though? Like how easy is this to fall apart for T1?
Quite hard because they're not itemizing the damage on the Dire side.
Right.
Like if they had more damage items, I would say they can take a fight, you know, get some objectives done after. But the way they itemize it is very defensive. I'm not a big fan of it at all.
Is under attack.
Puck has Aghanim's now though. This is a huge pickup.
Fortified.
Decent timing. Carl getting caught. Dream Coil out again. This Batrider knocked down, I think, by this Dream Coil as well as the Meteor Hammer coming down. They'll go
Snap the coil.
Torpedo. They get the kill to the DK. And now phase shift moves up into the air. Roll up here for Zephyr. Roll in. Black Hole comes down, but that's only onto the Earth Spirit. Will however get the kill into BDZ. They end up losing Carl. The Batrider is gone. So that's one different side of T1. He's gone for 70 seconds without buyback, but they catch themselves. They'll get the kill onto the Puck and take him out for 85. Cuckoo gets credit for that kill. And the net worth lead just builds. Look at how much gold they get.
Yeah, there was a surprise Aghanims on Puck. Like he broke it on Bad Rider and that's what killed him. You can see, like they just don't have damage. Like Weaver itemized so defensively and still he's running away. Because Into.
Down to our
Yeah. He's getting netted.
time. All that hook from into him gives him enough time to crack down.
He
Does get
purged it.
purged at the end.
Yeah.
Weaver looking for white line. But he really wanted to get that disarm. Not that it matters with the Curcuit afterwards.
I'm white one. You know, as a +5 enemy, there's not a whole lot of ways you can defend yourself. So these deaths are very hard to avoid. You know,
He's certainly
very hard
more
to
shut down this. He's also killed.
Yeah. Which is surprising. I feel like he could have gotten away with BKB again this game. BKB Blink, because they have no cancel through it. Oh, top lane again. The Bounty Hunter. He has Yules and Pipe to work with, though. He's very tanky. Yules up
They
on
just
the
catch
Earth
this
Spirit.
Trying to roll, gets away.
Oh, chasing
All right,
lasso.
they're gonna get the lasso.
It's a track kill.
And
It's
it
worth it
should
to
be
get
a
it.
kill. Yeah.
Easy. They're chasing the troll here. Blink dagger up in 10 seconds. I don't know if they want to chase. This is a very long chase. Alright, let's do some NA math. 340 gold. Kill bounty. And then track is how much? 80. Oh, coil on the Pangolier. This time,
Roll
you have
up,
to be careful you
though.
don't break it.
Have viability here.
Broke it. He had Greaves. Possibly could have lived. It's a tough call, man. Puck is just such a hard counter to Pangolier after Aghanims. There's nothing you can do, really. Roshan is up, though. No, there's no coil. Pangolier has buyback. They might just commit into Roshan while they're taking the bot tower. In this exact what they're looking to do here.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And Roshan falls.
Radiant's
They
bottom
have Solar
tower.
Crest, they have Troll. And it's already too late.
Dire's top tower is under
And there's
attack.
Aegis Cheese. Cheese on the Bad Rider, I would imagine. Aegis on Troll. And if you didn't have damage before, now it gets just even worse.
Carl, Aegis, Jackie. He's almost got the Abyssal. He's already got the Basher. So things have just gotten tougher and tougher for Execration. Never feels like they're making up any ground.
It's just these track kills, you know. We said, if they get even trades, these track kills are really going to prevail. Level 3 track now. 320 bonus gold and 100 all of his allies. And you can see, he's getting really rich himself too. He's suddenly at 12k net worth. He was just at 3 minutes ago. Kills. I mean, every track kill is basically just 5 gold. Yep. Abyssal Blade almost completed on Troll Wallet. Then this Puck is gonna feel real bad, and potentially even this Weaver. Although he has a Lincoln's, if he gets bashed, he can really just spell his doom. The only counter to Axe Puck Coil in the game when it comes to items. Potentially an Aeon Disc, you know, but it's never really that reliable if it gets popped before.
We haven't really...
Dire's bottom tower is under
well,
attack.
now Jackie's doing, but I was going to say we haven't really seen much pushing.
And they didn't have to, you know. They know they have a superior late game. They have a very greedy draft. They're getting away with it. They're very happy.
Dire's
Stage of the game is going
structures are
obviously to
fortified.
AFK. Eventually, you know, there's an Enigma with a Blink BKB. They don't really have a way to cancel it. No Abyssal Blades. Goes through
Dire's
BKB.
bottom tower
They're
is
not
under
on the high
attack.
ground, and they're not ready on Dire. This high ground falls fast. They have no glyph. They may lose the tower before they even get here.
Or trying to come in, trying to do something, but Carl lining up for a lasso. That's going to be on a Rapido. They got the Dream Code down on the 2 with the BKB being popped here by the Bat Rider, but they go after Rapido and should have the damage to get the kill to the DK to start this one off. Just walks
Back
away
on
from
3.
the black hole.
Solid.
It started and stopped very quickly. They finally get the kill to Rapido. They end up losing White. The buyback comes up for the Dragon Knight. Now Ken Lincoln Top goes away with the Illusory Orb rolling from B to C. Here's the Abyssal Blade turning this around with the BKB being popped by Jackie, trying to make a move in, holding that ulti for the moment, as well as the Aegis, waiting ripped, and now the move forward from Rapido. The Blink Dragon Tail, as well as the Meteor Hammer coming down onto this Bat Rider. They get the kill to Carl. They look over Curcuit. They've got the roll as well as the dust. The tracks aren't going to matter, as they're right on top of this bounty and should have themselves a third. It's not looking good for Cuckoo at all.
Rest is chasing the Troll. Running away. Kumu should just be dead. Can Troll get away as well? He should be fine. And another DD picked up by Weaver. The second time, or the second team fight in a row that he had a DD. Without that, it's not going to look as rosy.
Really does make it much.
picked up the Skadi now. Even though he doesn't deal the most damage, he's very annoying in team.
It's not looking scary for T1, but it's looking like opportunities are coming for Execration. Dream
Not a
Coil
coil
down again.
3.
They've got the silence on a Whitemon. He feels like through to this point. Look over at Yoey. They've got the Mist Coil coming in, trying to keep him healthy as well as the Aphotic Shields eventually. Zephyr, though, silenced up, roll in. Swashbuckle, not enough distance between him and DPC.
They're
They've got
throwing
the
away
control,
bodies.
they've gotten the kill. And all of a sudden, it goes from 14, 15k to 9k.
We have seen it before with T1, where they just struggle heavily to close out games. Hopefully it's not a repeat story here. At 15k, now down to 8k.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
onto the high ground
has fallen.
Suddenly
Execration
looking
go.
real bad, yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meteor Hammer, right clicks, Yoey.
They're pressure
Radiant's top
Both
tower
as
is
well.
under attack.
top lane, about to fall. Be able to save it just in time. But they have to be really careful in the Radiant side here, how you approach this game. Cannot just let the lead slip out of your hands, because if the gold gets even, you know, you're suddenly in trouble.
They need to have buyback.
Oh,
Dragon comes
okay,
in, that's on a
control.
Jackie. They're gonna have the roll to follow this up.
Kick him away.
Actually kicked him away. I thought maybe they dropped the Meteor Hammer on him, but they go after BDZ. They've got themselves the lasso coming through as well as the hits.
No Weaver,
with
oh,
the
he's gonna duel.
bashes, and now, Abyssal. Got a shield to save from RR. He's tracked up though. He ends up dead.
Ken is stuck in
Ken's
the
on the
high
high ground. Everybody's pinging him. It looks like Disco on the mid.
Shouldn't be able to get him.
You saw every color ping right on that spot at the same point, and it was just like, I'm stuck.
He jaunted up there, obviously not where he wanted to end up. Getting a little bit dicey, you know, but there was no Abyssal Blade up. Get out, Puck very elusive. Be careful here. Close. Smoke up right away.
I'm gonna stick with him, but this is gonna be a little bit risky. They don't have an Aegis to work with. Buybacks available on 3 of the 5 heroes on the side of T1 if they were to botch this, but there is buybacks on 4 heroes available for Execration at this exact moment. See what they can find with this smoke. Nothing like anything.
By the way, Troll comes half a level more to hit 25. Then he can break the coil and activate ult afterwards, which is a pretty neat interaction. Let's get the Battle Trance Strong the Spells talent. Very good this game. Minotaur Horn. Here 4 items are starting to drop.
Silence.
Might want to give that to the Enigma, to be honest. Get like a good blink initiation in.
At least hold him over for a bit while he can get some bit of black hole. Every black hole has been silenced immediately.
Yeah, there's so many ways to cancel. Also,
Yeah.
gold from 8 to 14k again, just with 3 track builds. It's just an absurd amount of money. And once he gets 25, it gets even more ridiculous. Be careful here. He has a Lincoln's Lasso. Oh, so good.
Yeah, they've got this puck caught in
black
the
hole.
black hole. This time you can't silence me, puck.
Transformation.
Whitemon gets the black hole down, full duration. Execration losing Ken.
That is a lot harder to pull off than it looks like. Like, you have to trigger the Lincolns with track and then lasso him right as it happens, because otherwise he's going to phase shift. That is like some premium, like, application right there. It will never happen in a pop game.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times where I've seen, like,
Bottom barracks are under attack.
you know, a Bat Rider play in and have, like,
Buyback
step
though?
immediately into the lasso. They're going to buy back on this puck. They're trying to get the kill here on the Jackie who popped the BKB, but the Guardian Greaves coming out, but there's the Dream Coil. Now holding that ult. He is level 25. Doesn't have to go off with it just yet, but in the air is this Weaver. Whitemon low. Minotaur Horn. Shikuchi over, but it's not going to matter. Yoey gets the kill onto 1. Ken with the other. 2 buybacks turning into a couple of kills. Between T1, though, they will pull the ejection cord and head out.
That's your winning condition, though. You pick off puck one more time. The game should be yours. It's always very good to force out these buybacks. You know, you lose 2 support heroes, but really, it's worth the
Radiant's
trade.
courier has been killed.
There's the roll, the kick. Stunned up, but barely.
Yep. Angolier just leashed up. Roll anywhere. Daya is going into Roshan.
Ooh, Blink Dragon Tail, that comes through onto the Bat Rider. They've got the Meteor Hammer down onto the Bat. Now the Abyss Blade is used on the BDZ.
Wind Waker.
They're looking over. Wind Waker gets him over the cliff. That was so far.
Troll
They're
in
looking
trouble,
over
though.
at Jackie, though.
There's
He
cheese.
needs to run. He's got the cheese. Is he going to eat it? No, he's going to go to the ulti first. But He's stunned up for just a second. Right click's coming in.
Oh, so much life
Is
lead.
he going to be able to survive? There's the Dream Coil coming down as well as the roll. Jackie never eats the cheese and doesn't survive. He's got buyback. Cuckoo's caught, kicked out of the coil, killed off as well. Ken, he'll get credit for that one.
They're always getting caught with their pants down. The second time where two people are dead and they're just getting caught without them. And this is fighting 3v5. They even shoot the fight.
Middle tower.
It's
is
one
under
more
attack.
bodies at them. Buyback from the bounty hunter. Doesn't really do too much though.
Doesn't deter them.
Radiant's
Just
middle
got the lasso. Under the tier 4 towers. Can they hold him? Rolling thunder. Roll up. Gets him in the air again. Yo, he drops. They've squashed the bug. BDZ falls afterwards. Rapido's caught by himself. This time, T1 put it together to cause some of the buybacks on the bounty hunter as well as the troll. But this will be 4 kills, and most of them will be trap kills.
Okay, super stellar defense. Dragon Knight, no buyback. They are probably just gonna try to force high ground now. Get all these buybacks. There was something I've never seen before.
Radiant's
Like in a
top
team
tower
fight.
is under attack.
Pangolier got wind
Dire's
woken,
middle
wind
tower
wakered
is under
up
attack.
twice Bad Rider in the roll. So they keep stunning the Weaver. I've not
Radiant's
seen that
top
interaction
tower
before.
has fallen.
It's actually crazy.
Coil,
Dire's middle tower
Hat
has
Rider,
fallen.
Wind Waker.
Dire's
Waker
middle
just
tower is
deep
under attack.
counter.
It's
Dire's structures are
so
falling.
fun to ride the Wind Waker.
A lot of buybacks coming out here from the Dire side, of course. Probably go back.
Yeah, once they got the Weaver buyback, they could win.
Troll itemized into hard, actually. Interesting. He's very strong.
Dire's
Want
middle
Yowie to fight into
barracks
them.
are under
Yeah.
That's what they want. They know Dream Coil's down.
And they know there's no DK also. He expanded buyback already.
Dire's middle barracks has
Might just be
fallen.
2 sides here.
Yeah, they know there's no Dream Coil. They know they need to play pretty passive on Execration, considering the fact that there's no coil and no buyback available on the Weaver.
They're waiting for Roshan, which is a good call. And they should be able to get it. Spawning in 12 seconds. They should be able to get it before the Dragon Knight spawns as well. All the outpost control. If Dire forces a 4v5 fight, I don't know
Dire's top tower
how they're possibly
is
going to
under
win it.
attack.
Arcane Rune though, on the puck. Roshan respawn. Don't know. No, they know. I'll go for it. Jumping straight back in.
Dire
The
are
Roshan pit.
scanning.
Puck has to be really careful. There's no buyback. If he
Dire's
dies,
They
top
scan.
tower
They know they're in there,
is
or at least near it.
go for the Bissell Blade on
Dire's
the
top
Weaver.
tower has fallen.
Please just buy some damage items, man.
Rider.
Roshan is up. And Dire can take it, but they're a lot slower than Radiant.
Coming around, they're actually nearby. Really careful. Dream Coil used on the Bat Rider, but
On the Bat,
immediately
worst
Wind
target,
Waker.
yeah. He had Arcane Rune though.
Rolling Thunder.
40.
It's their spirit. Well, he's trying to roll. They've got the lasso coming through on a Rapido. Uh-oh. The Abyssal Blade comes in. The black hole
Back on the
that's through
puck.
onto the puck. They have caught themselves 10, but they don't get the kill just yet. They'll end up finishing off Rapido. He buys back immediately. They go after Whitemon. They're going to turn this around to get the kill on the Enigma, but if you look over at BDZ, the right click's coming in with the magnetize on all these heroes on the side of T1. Eventually, Execration need to leave. They'll dip out of this one. Find the exit. Take that door.
That should be maybe not a free. Oh, Bad Rider. Here, Weaver guarding him up.
He's
very
sticking
fast.
with him. Trying to get back towards his team. Yeah, okay, he's fine.
Buyback from the Earth Spirit.
Radiant's
5v5
top
again.
tower
5v5,
has
they've got
been
the Lincolns
killed.
popped. They'll use that ulti, so that's going to be down.
2 seconds.
Dust. Oh, that hit.
Oh, they caught
Dust
him.
did hit. They've got
Lasso,
the Wind
lasso on
Waker.
one.
They could get this kill. Oh, the lasso. The range on it. Can they finish him off? Yoey, he
Mr. Blade.
needs to run. He uses that Minotaur horn, trying to get some space between him and the side of T1, but they're right on a Rapido who just bought back with VKBB pop here by this DK. Zephyr thinking about going in with the Rolling Thunder. They've got the Dream Coil down on the Cuckoo, who's silenced up 2 times. He's taking some right clicks. He ends up dropping, but they get the kill on a Rapido. He's going to be dead for 103. Meanwhile, the Bounty Hunter's down for 2 minutes. They look over at RR's, pop the borrowed time. The right click's coming in from Jackie. That'll fill him back up to full, but just as quickly as you get up to full, you will drop down to 0, my friend. Down goes RR. They look over at Whitemon. They can't get the kill just yet. yet, but the Curcuit over, as well as one more right click coming up from Yowie will finish off this Enigma. Now they look over as after taking a lot of damage. Ken and Yowie focusing their attention onto the Pangolier. They get the kill into BDZ. These heroes don't have buyback on the side of Execration, though you pop these Guardian Greaves. They're trying to survive. They're thinking about going back in. They'll look over at this Puck who will jaunt into the Illusior, but they've got the blink looking for the lasso. Carl setting it up. Phase shift. Does he have it? Can he find him? The Lincolns, they've got the lasso. They're going to get this kill on a Puck. Everything from Carl just sticking with him. He has no stopping him. Wow. Carl, man, he is so aggressive and knew exactly how to play that.
Carl's bad rider, as I said, like he is a master tier bad rider for a reason. Plays super well and a lot. And you can just tell he's so comfortable with his skill set, you know, like he knows the cooldowns, he knows when to chase, when to go out. It's just a master performance from him. Game.
Fresher shard on this Roche. Obviously Aegis and Cheese as well.
I'd want to give it to Bad Rider even, you know, a double lasso could really turn around some fights.
Yeah, I mean,
for now,
double
Troll's holding on to it.
He's been reliably breaking Lincolns into lassos every single time.
Very chaotic team fight. Multiple lassos coming out on that one. That was a crazy one.
Top tower is under attack.
But it all started with Weaver getting caught out of position, you know? He's the only damage you have at this point. And if he can't fight, you have to run. And they tried to, but they have so much catch on the Radiant side. Now Puck is still dead for a whole minute. Buyback up at 20 actually, so they might be able to defend the bot Rex with his buyback.
They need to watch how this is going to go, though, because their buildings die quickly. It's at least going to be them up against Megas. They're trying to take maybe a couple seconds with a Courier.
And
oh, maybe not. They're actually looking for a Divine Rapier on this Weaver. If they could get the Courier over and make the gold for him to purchase it and get back. That's going to be very dangerous and tough, though, as you see Weaver farming on the other side of the map because he wants to farm up the Divine Rapier and somehow get over there. But onto the tier 4s they go. They've got the buyback available on the Puck, but they need the Weaver here to even make that a feasible option.
They have to get back soon. They still have Glyph, but
Radiant are
buildings are dropping
There's
fast.
the Divine Rapier, and now he's going to TP back.
Oh, they caught him, they caught him!
They're looking over at the Weaver.
Oh, he TP'd out just in time. They were so close. He was like on top of him.
So now they're playing with a chance. They've got Divine Rapier. This is where the game kind of spirals into some chaos. The only buyback available right now is on the Pangolier. You've got the damage to really make them pay if they end up losing the fight on tier 1. T1.
If he gets lasted or anything though, like he's the prime target right now. They have to protect this Weaver. And I can tell you, I can guarantee you, he was sweating right there.
Jackie?
Bash.
Dash.
But it's Aegis, hard troll, very hard to commit on. I wish I could have seen the player camera of the Weaver when Enigma blinked right on top of him. He's like,
that is just a lot of tightening.
pause the game. Yeah, he needs some break.
Yeah, he needs a second.
He's sweating. He's like, whew, guys, I need some water here.
Keyboard. Maybe he instantly got angry and slammed his hands thinking he got caught. As
okay, I got away.
Oh, I got away. I needed a replacement keyboard.
Yep.
There's one time I saw that in Chinese Dota. I think it was Sylar. He picked up a Divine Rapier and immediately, and it was on Weaver as well. Immediately gets double ravaged, can't get his BKB off, drops the Divine Rapier. They call GG. I think it was DPL. Season like 5.
Scanning. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Weaver ult pop as well.
Oh, that's Wymon's BKB.
That is actually a really big pickup.
Puck wants a Rapier as well.
They need those rape. There's a dream. Rapier will help you to realize that dream.
Yeah.
It's a tough after.
Middle tower is under
Like the
attack.
buildings are dropping fast. And this Weaver, you know, it's not like he has a free game. Like he has to be careful. If he gets lassoed, it's lights out.
So hard for him to fight into this. He has to be so precise. But you're losing your tier 4.
Yep. Now know what tier 4 is.
But RR, if he gets caught, like he wants that aquatic shield to be available so he can put it down on a Yowie. Gonna move in. They've got the stun, the roll through on the Jackie. There it is as he gets pushed back. But they find themselves a Dream Coil onto 2. BDZ popped in the air thanks to the rolling thunder. They get the kill into the air spirit. They're gonna take out 1. They've got the last one to do onto Rapido. Rapido caught first hit root. They'll get the kill on the 2. Meanwhile, Whitemon goes to the black hole, pops the refresher. That black hole was a whip on the start, but Yowie now.
Black hole.
Oh, black hole edges him. Lincoln's pop. Doesn't matter.
Creeps killed the throne.
Yeah, the throne is dead. You kind of walked around the entire time, and I mean, eventually you just lose the game.
That's the problem, you know. A lot of people, when they buy Rapier, they're like, yeah, I got all this damage, but they're afraid to actually hit anyone. And that's what happened there in the last fight. Just like, you know, scouting around, skittering around.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he actually hit anyone in the entire fight.
He hit the
maybe
twice and then immediately got black holed and the game was
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change you and then jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly. Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change you and then jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change you and I. Jumping off the edge, they say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. One family in a sweet harmony. Someday we'll all be free.
Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power, Infinite power. Infinite
you two are getting rough. My mind just sounds like Shia LaBeouf. It says no, 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 no. Just no, 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 no. And every time I see him with you, my heart sounds like Shia LaBeouf too. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Shia LaBeouf, it says no, 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 no. Just no, 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 no. And every time I see him with you, my heart sounds like Shia LaBeouf too. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Jewel
seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick.
Bounty Hunter.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Clockwork.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick.
Puck!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Monkey King.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Disruptor.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick.
Beastmaster.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Tide Hunter.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Juggernaut.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick.
The sack.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Wraith King.
Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Could be more even than we expected, like bounty hunter in Southeast Asia region. Worried about this like bucket, and you don't have any kind of blow for your juggernaut, so it's hard to kill.
I was calling my mom the other day. Checkup call, and I asked her, Ma, Fnatic 496, I need 3 games. Game 1, just pick one. She said Fnatic. so much, Nomad. We're coming into game number 1 here, Fnatic.
Prepare for
496.
battle.
These are more important series, I would say, for Fnatic wanting to get towards the top, but at the same time, 496, they're trying to hold on to any possibility of getting themselves into the upper division for next season.
It's very important win for both of these teams. 496, you know, they've shown some good games so far. Other than that, they look not that good. So, like, Fnatic definitely has an upper hand in this matchup. We'll see how it's gonna go.
Been a bit of a losing streak, I believe, 496. It's been really tough for them as it's been a bit of a mess at times.
30 seconds to battle.
But we'll see if they're able to maybe fix their problems, I would say. Things have been a little weird from 496. I don't know if I really like the Bounty Hunter pick coming in. That's not a core. We've seen that other game where Bounty Hunter was a core, and it seemed to look a little bit better, where it was in this position where not only that, but they were playing aggressive on the side that had that Bounty Hunter in the previous game. I don't know if we're going to see that exactly.
We'll see how this position for Bounty Hunter will do. So far, he's putting some pressure on DJ.
Pick up the doesn't pick up the bounty rune either, so exactly sure if the bounty really paid off in that situation, but we'll see. Got Monkey King up against the Lestrak over mid. You've got Wraith King in the safe lane.
Pure.
See what be coming up again. Because over in mid, they talked about the matchup on the panel.
Think so.
It, you know, they were liking the Monkey King up against this Lestrak. We'll see if Lestrak can kind of get off enough here to really keep the matchup pretty close. See, but
It's gonna become harder and harder for Monkey King. He should do okay, like first 4 or 5 levels. Once Lestrak gets that Pulse Nova online, it's gonna be much harder for him. Of course, it's Lesh' favorite matchup. He's playing into melee hero, but Monkey King also, you know, does well against certain heroes that didn't do that well, like let's say 2 years ago against Lestrak. Now it's still a decent matchup for him.
if you can keep it going, you know, sometimes we see these beneficial matchups and it's just layer matchup going the other. I've seen that a couple times. I know Bob was on that, one of those in previous series where it looked like he had the better matchup in terms of heroes, but then in terms of players, he was getting beat.
Well, sometimes, you know, it happens. You're misplaying 1 or 2 situations, it backfires.
I take what I please.
See, Hung right now, forced to pop that salve. You've got a couple of right clicks coming out onto Hustle Monkey King at 9 and 3, as well as the Beastmaster at 9 and 3. You know, everybody's kind of keeping it up in terms of CS. They've got a little bit of harassment going back and forth between these two supports. Getting run down, throws down the kinetic field, keeps the Bounty Hunter from just right-clicking away on the Disruptor. How is Tide's game supposed to be here? It seems like he's just top of the CS, having a good time, but is it more you're looking for someone just blink Ravage, maybe Arcane Blink, cooldown reductions, or are you looking for something a little bit...
Radiant's courier has been
Definitely a
killed.
good game. Like you're playing into Lestrak, into Puck, Juggernaut Spin, you definitely want to get that item into Blink Dagger. After
Radiant
that, like you
are
decide
scanning.
possibly like a Swift Blink. We see that quite often across all the regions where it just feels good. Like you don't... The cast point is just too good. You don't give your enemy enough time to actually read.
Tide without a courier for the moment. Just invis. True, but they placed down a sentry, so they'll keep vision on him. Disruptor again taking some right clicks, not really enjoying taking harassment. The harassment early on from the Bounty Hunter, but it's more about where we see him evolve into if he can get those track kills, because I mentioned it to Black in the previous game with the Bounty Hunter. They had more kills in that one game with Bounty Hunter than the other, like, 3 games combined.
Whenever you play with Bounty Hunter, like you want to keep fighting all the time, get
Yeah.
that advantage, even if it's not like a good trade. Let's say you lose 2 heroes, you kill 1, or you lose 2 heroes, you lose 3, you kill 2. It's still gonna be a very good trade for you.
And this isn't like the Robotic Shield, Purge off.
Illusion.
Yeah, there's nothing to purge off this time. There isn't any kind of a save, any dispel mechanic until they get their BKBs up, so it's gonna be much tougher. How's Monkey doing? 23 TS against 19, so he's actually playing this.
Fury on top of Jabs.
Last of
Should
my
be first
kind,
blood
first
for
in
Dappy
this.
B. First kill. Yeah, Monkey King's doing well over mid. 26 and now 27 and 8. Compared to the Shrek, just 19 and 2.
Monkey doing better than I expected, and this is Monkey who had 1 nothing and the Jingu. Like he was just saving a point, and now he understands, you know, Lashrak gets that level 6, so I'll just put more points in a tree dance. This is my farming ability. And, if he feels threatened at any time, we'll just go to jungle. So nicely done by Moon. Like you were not using your spells, you were just last hitting it. Now he's sitting at 32 and 8. I don't think it should be as favored for Monkey. I still think Lashrak should have an upper hand in this matchup. But you know, Monkey, like look at his armor. It's 10 right now, and yeah, going down again.
Also ran him down himself the whole time.
This'll come in handy.
So well, I used to see Monkey Kings, because I know I sorry to interrupt you on explaining that point, but I used to see Monkey Kings go like 0-4-4 in the Chinese.
Dire's
I know this is not the same region, but they would completely just skip Balanced Strike altogether.
I don't think I've ever seen that, but
There were a
like
couple
even
guys
if
who
you're
would
playing
do
into
it.
melee matchup, you want to have at least Boundless Strike
Yeah.
to get something out of the Jingu. But this is a matchup where you just max out the tree dance. You're not, if you're playing into melee, you want to put more points than 1 in Jingu, that's for sure. You're not getting any track.
Regen Rune will go for DJ, so that keeps it out of the hands of the Shrek. Bottom. But Raven, he's only 27 and 2 for the moment. Fury on top of the tide over top. Stop eventually, not doing that much damage right now on a Mastaros. Use that
Shuriken.
blade carry, maybe an opportunity to get a kill or go the other way with Shuriken stopping the TP. Happy to be another kill. 3-0 in favor of 496 at the moment, but bottom, King Rift, silence on the DJ, lose your orb, kinetic field, right clicks in, DJ gone.
Ingratitude.
Raven and Jabs forced to turn around. They want to get out of it.
Fuck is only level 4, but they might, yeah, that's a dead Jabs for sure.
Yeah,
It's
Hustle comes in.
level 3 Disruptor, no boots of speed. It's just a tough one. This Hustler guy is making so much space with the Bounty Hunter. Like, usually, he's the one who's playing position like 4, but we've seen Bombi when he's playing like 5 Wind Ranger that he gets more farm. We've seen his puck as well, but they might share the responsibilities.
This is definitely a duo that can do that, right? Like, if you're getting a couple track kills, that's a lot of bounty. He could share the responsibilities,
Yes.
maybe alleviate the pressure on Bombi. See,
Radiant's
Monkey
bottom
King goes
tower
into the
is
jungle,
under
and
attack.
so does Raven now.
Radiant structures
Moon
are
and Raven
fortified.
kind of forced to move over as Balanced Strike, Primal Spring right here on to Hung, and it's a quick kill onto the Lashrak.
They needed to get a kill on the board. You know, if you see your team not having any kills, you're gonna feel bad.
So far, so good for 496. Definitely the underdogs coming into this series, but the late phase has gone well. We've seen this for a lot of these teams that are, you know, maybe on the cusp of being middle of the pack or bottom of the pack here in both the Southeast Asia and Chinese regions. The strong,
Radiant
competent
outstanding.
laning phase, but see if that continues. Usually the mistakes that come for these maybe, quote, weaker teams comes in the mid-game where mistakes come from playmaking or, you know, decisions to get out. Or
the team fight like execution is not like
Ooh,
top
Moon.
tier. Moon.
Top Wave Fury enough damage. DPC with another kill. Multiple tips coming in. Jug is so far ahead right now. He's having
Monkey
such a
has
game.
like 70 CS, Jug has 61. But if we swap it to net worth, the Juggernaut is 1,000 gold of him in terms of net worth. I like that Monkey is not, you know, going for any greedy build. I see Javelin, Maelstrom into BKB is the build here, because you have a Wraith King who's also building a Radiance, Phase Boots, into Gloves. It's a very greedy lineup, Fnatic. Like, both of the supports, they need their level 6s to be efficient. You can get stuff done with the Clockwork, but you didn't do it in the laning stage, so you're now relying on getting level 6 to be able to do stuff. Cooldown dependent on pretty much every single hero. Wraith King, he doesn't want to join fights until he gets the Radiance, so hitting some jungle creeps. Everyone else needs to buy time.
Over Death
Dire
BB.
are scanning.
Bot Raven. Swings the other way. Wraithfire Blast. Forces out the Blade Fury. What's been the change here?
This will come in handy.
First couple of weeks we saw Wraith Kings go Midases. Now it seems like those Wraith Kings have gone off of them, but before you answer that question, Glimpse isn't really going to help Jabs too much. Balanced Strike might, but he's one shot from dead. Hustler has a Shuriken in just a second, won't even need it. Jabs dead to right, so they'll lose the Disruptor.
To go back to your point, maybe he feels this game needs to hit that Radiance timing a bit faster, can't go super greedy because they're already like losing their map control. That's a dead die.
Very dead here. Omni.
This is the type of lineup that can, you know, snowball. You took a tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. You have so much tower damage coming up from the Beastmaster Aura, Leshrac. You will be able to control the part of the jungle. So everyone from Fnatic pretty much needs to play the top part right now. It's very easy with the Beastmaster. Bounty Hunter is also there, scouting things out, possibly getting some courier kills. Track is online. You know, Fnatic, they need to survive for the next like 5-6 minutes until Radiance is online. The question is how they do that without losing too much gold advantage.
Down 3k.
Dire's top tower is
Available,
under
like,
attack.
tough. You don't want to be giving up numbers, but they're going to smoke. See if they can fight potentially around this Wraith King who's showing up towards top.
Dire's top tower is
But
under
you've got
attack.
heroes converging over mid, and Tide might be the one who's in trouble without his team, but coming around the back. Bonus strike, that comes through as well as the hook shot. They've got the cogs, trying to get this kill onto Bombi.
Top tower
They will.
Remember, that's a position 4/5
Yeah.
in this game, so you didn't get too much out of it. Wraith King got the tier 1 tower on the top, which is okay, but right now 496 controlling the enemy jungle, and we can see Disruptor just drawing on the minimap. He knows where they are.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Trying
under
to buy
attack.
time. Wraith King, he's
Dire's
having a
top
good
tower
game,
is under attack.
but the Jug's just having a much better one. Still sitting over
Radiant's
1,000
bottom
gold
tower
ahead, and
is
that's
under
with that
attack.
BB. He got 3 kills, or what, 4 kills up at the top lane. On top of that, his lane was pretty much free.
He's also not going Battle Fury, which means once they hit timing a bit faster. Like, you get Battle Fury, you still need 1 item to fight. But if you get Maelstrom plus I see Manta style, he's good to
Radiant's
go.
bottom tower
He's ready
is
to
under
fight,
attack.
and I love that when players realize what their timings are instead of like, yeah, I'm just doing this,
Radiant
you know,
are scanning.
build from Dota Plus.
Radiant's
That's
bottom tower is under attack.
pretty much in the
Shot.
set in the stone. Hook
Onto
shot.
the Jug, Static Storm, this is well placed. Easy kill on a Dat BB, put it together. That's what you were saying. These level 6s for the supports are really important for Fnatic. They put them together and show why right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting lost in those guides is definitely possible. I don't know if they're getting lost in the guides or more just lost in being comfortable. This is what I
I'm the one
normally
who
go for.
criticize item build the most when I don't like it. Very vocal about it. That's the, you know, my thing. But most of the time, it's in the end it shows some weaknesses. Like I can understand why players are trying to go for certain stuff. You know,
Right.
sometimes it backfires. Sometimes like, well, man, this Lacoste guy, he's stupid.
I'm really glad you don't. Sometimes Mofar comes to watch my games and he's just like, why are you building that?
Yeah, I think the easiest way to just improve, it sounds so simple. Ask yourself why. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I going for this item? For the other build?
All right.
I'm gonna improve, so what's the right thing to do here? Try to think of some player was in a situation and you'll get the answer. Bottom lane, Static Storm is still not
Radiant
available.
structures are fortified.
Pull down for 8.
Dire's
In another
middle tower
situation where
is under
DPC
attack.
just gets caught with a hookshot Static Storm. He needs to be careful. Top lane, Raven. Spotted right now by Bombi, who will avoid the Wraith Fire Blast.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Again,
under
they've got the
attack.
healing ward.
They gave
Trying
up.
to fight through backdoor, and eventually they'll give it up.
Scan from the Dire to see if they're
Radiant's
wrapping
bottom
around.
tower is fallen.
Fine Bombi, but Wayne Rift, Silence, Ginger Procs, and one more shot from Moon. So far, I would say, yeah, Fnatic, they gave up the tower, kind of slowed down the progression.
That's what
You want to be
matters.
fighting with the track. You want to be getting these kills. But right now, things are okay. I say they're okay, but then they go after the Tide Hunter. They're trying to get this kill on Masaros. They walk right into a Ravage. They've got the hook shot to follow up the Static Storm. Blade Fury into the Static Storm as well as Kinetic Field. The Balance Strike comes in to get the kill there on Masaros, but they end up trading Hung. Looking over, right clicks out, get the kill on a raid. Wukong's used, Omni Slash bouncing around, but that BB, he'll end up dead. Moon gets the kill, gets a double dominating. So, just like that, Fnatic, they've got their hands on the game. That Shuriken bounces around, that finishes off a couple, and now, well, Bounty, he's caught, he's killed.
Now
Bombi,
Puck is in trouble.
this
Has a
is
force
big
staff.
problem.
He
Balance
actually
Strike hit.
gets him, man.
Dream Coil Force, though,
Dire's
and that'll
top
keep him
tower
alive.
is
Is he gonna
under attack.
play greedy and try and go for something? I think he thought about, like, can I get a Waning Rift and an Illusory Orb kill right now, or am I dead if I did?
Not sure what the plan was there. Like, going onto full HP Tide Hunter that has a hood and a medallion,
Dire's
you're
top
not
tower
getting that
is under
kill
attack.
unless you somehow manage to burn his mana, possibly like silence straight after, but Puck was not there, so I'm not sure what the plan was. And they got better deal than I expected. It should be like a clean team fight from Fnatic, and they got the most out of it. 496 lineup relies on snowballing. You have a Beast, you have a Lash, you have this Track Gold, so you want to keep fighting all the time. So
Yeah.
far, Fnatic with a couple of good pickoffs, and even trades is still fine for Fnatic. 496, they're inside a pit, Radiant
Scan,
Scan
though.
connects.
Those last 2 kills by the Bounty Hunter to kind of salvage the gold himself.
Yeah.
Trap kills there.
No Ravage. Radiance is online. Let's see if they decide to go for this.
Big
Static.
shot. There it is. Snatched. Perfect from DJ. Look at that. Times it right. That's why you got to cover for the clockwork, but they get the kill on a Bombi. They look over at Red. They've got themselves 2. Blade Fury away from the Jug. And now Lashrak's trying to run, but up into the air thanks to the Yules. Moon getting low. Needs to be careful. Hung comes in on him and kills him off, but, well, now they've caught themselves a Bounty once again. Stuck in the cage of the Kinetic Field and 4 gone on 496, and they don't get an Aegis.
Oh, I feel better already.
Man, Clockwork actually outplayed him so hard. What you need to do, you should have a better vision. I just want to
Dire's
see where the
middle tower
Hawk
is under
was
attack.
sitting at.
Yeah, he's just at the top. Like, Static Storm's in, hook shot through.
And you
yanks
should
it.
not allow Disruptor to just walk in and use a Static Storm like that. Someone needs to be outside of the pit, possibly just die. Rest of the team gets the Aegis, you bailed. You know there's no Ravage, so pretty damn good fight by Fnatic.
Yeah, usually there's that. When you play against a Clockwork and you're in Roche, you've got heroes that kind of sit
Exactly.
on the outside, looking to be that.
You need to
So
find,
that
like,
sacrificial
see
lance
him
ability.
block the possible angle that he's gonna go from. Because right now, they don't have any, like, good jump other than Clockwork. Tidehunter now has a Blink Dagger after that fight and the Ravage. So Fnatic, they want to go in. There's still Reincarnation up, Radiance online. Even though it says 3k gold, shot in into Cogs.
And the Wraithfire blast.
520.
My God.
I'll take that
Dire
as tribute.
structures are fortified.
Bye bye, fuck. See you later.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Half to dead. Tracks coming
Radiant's
out. I mean,
top
that
tower
move,
is under
just going back
attack.
to that Roche fight one more time before we move on a little bit. It was very telegraphed. It's not like 496 didn't know that was coming. Like,
Maybe they
the
thought
bounty was up
Dire's
forward.
middle
Fnatic
tower
will not
has
go for it.
fallen.
There's like no Ravage. They need to win at the fight. Even if they picked up the Aegis there,
Radiant's
I still
bottom
feel
tower
the
is
Aegis
under
carrier would
attack.
die again because Raid King had Aegis. Monkey playing so aggressively on the bottom tower. Boots of Travel, Yule Scepter. Lashrak is so speedy. He also has Bullwhip at the moment.
Cogs around Raven, but it's okay for now. Shuriken bouncing. Now the Dream Coil on two. Waning Rift. Silence come in. Clockwork's gonna break that stun, but now Static Storm into the Ravage. Red ends up dead. They'll get the kill on the Bombi. They've taken out two. They've gotten the glimpse back onto the Bounty Hunter into the Balance Strike. They'll take a third. Double kill there for Raven. But while this is happening, your bottom lane is getting terrorized by Hung and that Diabolic Edict.
He took 1,000 damage off a tier 3 tower, which is not that bad. Still, I feel Lashrak needs to be in a fight for them to be able to win it, and also Juggernaut needs an Omni Slash. I have quite some time.
Radiant's bottom tower
Turns
is
into
under
your
attack.
sacrificing bodies. Try and get the tier 3 bottom, but is it going to be worth it in the end? Lost your net worth lead, which was up 5k. So now Fnatic, they've evened up the tally, and well, on top of that, Wraith King's got a 2k lead over the Jug. This was a big lead for him.
Raid King
Kinda
just
lost it.
farms insanely fast in this patch. The hero just feels super strong. Like, laning stage is good. Even if you lose it somehow, you can always go back to jungle with the skeletons. You just need to have the right vision to farm the right camps with it, and going for that Radiance. We've seen people try to go for different item builds, like, you know, Armlet, Deso. Radiance is always going to be...
It's been looking good.
Unless we change the name of it. Now that the Radiance is not going to be Radiance, but all
Storm
three
on a
man,
three.
four
The
man.
hook shot. Look at that balance strike right on top. DJ, man, cut it out. Bombi drops first. We'll look over at DJ. They finally get the kill into the Clockwork, but it's already too dead as Red follows into the grave. Omni Slash bouncing around, looking for a kill. Where he'll stop, well, they know. It's a Wraithfire Blast as well as an Anchor Smash right in your face. Masaros gets the kill on the DAP BB. Shuriken finishes off the Monkey King. Hustler trying to run. Can he get away? It's not looking likely. He'll throw a track out.
He's just buying
Now they've got
time.
the glimpse. Right on him with Kinetic Field. They've got Dust ready to go. Bounty's gone. Raven, Godlike. 4 kills for Fnatic.
Jabs and DJ complement each other so nicely. DJ goes in. Look at that. It's a like 3-man hook shot into 4-man static storm. Like, this should not happen.
Boom,
It's also
boom.
on 496. Like, you should not be doing this. It's a sick play from both supports of Fnatic, but 496 kind of saying, come and take it.
Yeah. I always like to think really deep, and maybe, I don't know if it's like true or not, but I think Fnatic kind of like drew them into that spot. You see that little tight spot right there in between the mid lane and that little camp? Like, Fnatic kind of back up, and 496 fell into their trap, that little like funnel area where it's easy to land a big static
I don't
storm
think you
like
can
that.
end something like that. You know, let's fight into this area. It's a possibility, but they see the opportunity and they just take it straight away. Like, you can see Clockwork, hook shot, not hesitating at all. Jabs, full Aghanim Scepter done on Disruptor.
Man.
So muting the
Dire's
items,
top tower
you
is
won't be
under
able to
attack.
use the Yule Scepter, no Force Staffs. It's just such an easy setup right now. With the Tidehunter, Blink Dagger, hook shot from Clockwork, they get a 2-man Static Storm, the fight is just pretty much...
Or even if you want to solo someone out, hook
Dire's
shot, static
top
storm,
tower
you're dead.
is
There's
fallen.
no way you're getting out of that. Hook shot, gush, Cog's a little late, but it's just a phase shift, so it will push him anyway. They get the kill on a Bombi, make it look easy. Fnatic is really turning this around, and that's something we said in the beginning of the game. we talked about, can they bide their time enough to feel comfortable, to get that Radiance, to get towards those
Dire's
first couple
middle
items?
tower
They've
is
done
under
that.
attack.
They avoided them. I mean, 496 at the beginning of this game, I'm pretty sure they were up 8-1. That means it's 20 kills to the 7 of 496 since that point. Like, Fnatic's killing it right now.
Jay,
They find the clockwork, should be an easy kill, and will be. Track kill going their way, but Raven's in, and he wants Hustler. Primal War used to try and keep him
mana
alive,
will
but
be
Raven,
burned.
he's still going to get the kill on a Hustler. They look over
Raven
at
needs
this Wraith
help.
King.
The rest of the team is connecting, so
Yeah, they got the kill on the DAP BB, so no Jug to fight with. This is really troublesome for 496. Blink, Vin, have a stun, doesn't need it. Glimpse, kinetic field, Red's caught, Red's got. Red's dead, baby.
Raven is just super farm right now. I would like him to pick up a shard because we can see that you know, he can still die if he's isolated with the Necro Book. He's bringing some courier right now. It is a shard. It's just too good of a shard upgrade, especially when you play in any kind of mana burn. A level 20, extra movement speed on top of S and Y, plus phase boots. He's just gonna be zooming in the team.
I think that fight definitely, why risk it? Just get
Radiant's
the
top
0
tower is
mana.
under attack.
There's
And
no reason
Dire's courier
myself out
has
of a
been
fight
killed.
prevent this.
To go back to your point
Dire's
about
bottom tower is under
Fnatic
attack.
dodging fights, how 496 was ahead. Yes, they were. Fnatic, great understanding what needs to be
Radiant are
done.
scanning.
You know, they get level 6 on both supports. They go in, get a kill, get another kill on Juggernaut, and suddenly,
Dire
like with just
are
those two
scanning.
rotations,
Dire's bottom
they're back
tower
online.
has fallen.
Ooh, hookshot gets used, yeah. It came out, it hit Hung, and now they're gonna bring the Monkey King over. Balance Strike, Static Storm, all committed with the Wukong's command.
Can't use your items. Flash Rack would definitely love to pop a Yule Scepter there, buy some time, deal damage with the Pulse Nova and the Edict while he's in air, but even though if he did, still looked pretty dead. So Fnatic right now in full control of this game. This is something that we've seen throughout this tournament, like 496 and the similar teams where like they know how to play the lanes after the laning stage. They kind of fall apart after a few bad decisions, and this is something that kind of is happening here right now.
BC has
Dire's middle tower
to
is
go to
under
the tier 2
attack.
tower. They're gonna pressure. They've got
Dire's
Raven up
structures
front.
are falling.
Saros ready to make a move with a blink as well as a Ravage to come in. They'll take out these boars. They'll take out the Necro creeps, and really, it's
Dire's
just
middle
looking
tower is
pretty
under attack.
methodical from Fnatic. They know what to do.
Also, Disruptor is level 15. This is a newer
Dire's
talent
middle
for
tower
him.
has
A
fallen.
Static Storm duration plus 5 seconds. That's pretty big. With the
Radiant's
Aghanim
bottom
Scepter,
tower
they
is
found
under attack.
Beastmaster.
Max this early, it's gross. Kinetic field is down. Red again. He's got it. And then the hook shot was
Radiant's
used
top
on
tower
Hustler. He'll
is
Tor
under
Staff
attack.
try to get away from this one.
Radiant's
Even
structures
Bullwhip
are falling.
himself. But Bullwhip after Bullwhip, they're trying to find themselves a bounty.
Radiant's bottom
Too far away at
tower
this
is
point,
under
now onto the
attack.
high ground. Bottom's pushing in a
middle
little
tower
bit
is under
on the
attack.
Radiant side, but now it's cleaned up. Those creeps will get killed off. They've got the tier
Dire's middle
3
tower has
mid
fallen.
gone, and now they're going to work on these
Dire's
racks.
middle
496.
barracks are under attack.
If they take a bad fight, yeah, they've got buybacks, but
It just
Dire's
might be
just
the
might-
game.
yeah.
Exactly. But
Balance Strike,
already
Bombi,
dead. One more
and
hit.
there's the phase shift.
Wrong
Yeah,
way,
there's
buddy.
the
Wrong
gush.
way.
Tides.
Making it look pretty simple. You've got Lestrak who's trying to cut the creep waves. And this is, so far, Fnatic, I think, putting all the pieces together to take this game over 496.
The next label play.
I like it so far. It looks really good, but we'll see. Can 496 put it together, have a good high ground defense? I would say maybe if Jug was a little bit more farm, but his game fell off
If
really
I have
hard.
to lie, I would say yes. You know, they still have a chance. If
I'm a
I
hope giver.
have to use my Dota knowledge, I would say, you know, this game looks pretty over. Once Tidehunter blinks in with the Ravage, there's going to be follow-up from the Disruptor, who has a Blink Dagger right now. So at this point, Fnatic just has a very simple task. They don't necessarily need to go in and try to, you know, force
Force
a
it.
high ground anymore. They took one set of Raxes, Roshan at number 2 respawn. So this is the fight where they are trying to look for. And so DJ's hook shot in the previous Roche, stealing that Aegis was also kind of big. Like this
just got Ags about.
this game really shows how like 2 supports can win you the game.
Yeah.
the two supports who did not have a really good time early on. Level 6s, they found a farm. Like you can see heroes moving from a lane to be able to give level 6 to one support, the other one gets the dome. Key is on a Bombi.
Yeah, Boundless Strike comes in, but not looking like, at least right now, he wants to follow up. That's a word of the wise to all you guys who love playing supports in your pubs. You can be the hero.
Static Storm on Jug.
Of which, Static Storm onto the Jug. They've got the Primal Roar, but there's the Ravage to follow it up. They'll miss the hook shot from
nothing,
DJ,
but okay.
glimpse back on Red. Kinetic Field is down. They'll bullwhip him, slow him up, kill him off. Raven with the double kill. Shuriken does get the life of Jabs, but right now Moon is just terrorizing this puck.
Top tower is under
And,
attack.
well, making Bombi have to
Dire's
run
bottom tower
the
is
extra
under
mile just to
attack.
survive.
The only kind of a game that 496 can play right now is try to split push, cut the waves with the Jug, with the Last Rack, Bounty Hunter maybe killing some couriers, try to stall the game. See if he can get the one courier here. Going for Clockworks.
It
He
already
knows.
dropped off the Ags.
He knows. What an outplay. He's actually maneuvering this courier nicely. Not sure where the courier is going right now, but...
Hook shot. Okay. Gonna land. Raven, meanwhile, he'll push out bottom. He's going for that Swift Blink as Radiant's Blink, AC, Sanjin, Yasha. Man. Raven
Yeah, Brave King is just
armed.
creating gold out of nothing. Skeletons, like
Radiant
there's
are scanning.
farm on the enemy side of the map. He gets there with the skellies.
Dire are scanning.
It's pretty impossible to kill. Level 23. With that shard, doesn't care about his mana being burned by the necro units.
Gold out of nothing. Well, that was always...
That's stacking,
That's
you know.
the dream.
Dire's bottom tower
I know
is
you
under
normally
attack.
need a Philosopher's Stone to make gold out of nothing.
All GPM talents.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of miss those.
Respawn talent?
Respawn talents, kind of don't miss those.
Oh, 60
Shrines.
minutes into the game, I'm dead for 30 seconds. Okay, minus 60-second respawn time.
The most broken one was Lena with the respawn talent and Bloodstone when, you know, charges get faster respawn time. So you're like, you
Dire's
die.
bottom tower is
Like,
under
you
attack.
die, you respawn immediately, you go back into the fight, you die again, you buy back. So it's like 3 lives
Dire's
on your
bottom
Lena.
tower has
Well,
fallen.
Lone Druid was also obnoxious to play against.
See?
I don't remember.
Dire's
Mine is
bottom tower
stupid
is under
as it was.
Minus.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It really was. How many times did we just see Lone Druid just high ground defend like that? Boundless Strike comes in onto the Lashrak.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, good.
Coil snap with the
Force
force stab.
That was really beautiful to set up on a Moon. He's got buyback. Essence Ring pop by Masaros. They've still got the BKB running for Hung. They're trying to make some ground here. Jabs though. Static Storm not going to land. However, gives them enough time. Hook shot in. They've got the Blade Fury running from Dat BB, but they already got the kill on the Hung. He's going to be dead without buyback. Glimpse all the way back into their hands. They found the Jug. They've got the Wraithfire Blast, and they're going to fight 1v1. And Raven's going to come out the winner. Winner in the red corner is Raven. It was a fight that was never meant to be there for the Jug. Red's gonna run, he's gonna hide, try and get into the trees, but an ultra kill. Can you
Dodges
give
in.
Raven the rampage? Masaros! He wants to go in. He wants it.
Masaros, you need to take
Here's
the
the glimpse
fountain.
back.
Like, you need to take the fountain for...
Oh,
now
yes!
Jab steals it. What is going on with this team? They're having so much fun. Jug doesn't get to use the Omnislash once again because doesn't want to pop it on Brave King, who has the ulti.
Dire's
It's just a
bottom
tough one.
barracks
Even with
has
them
fallen.
missing completely a Static Storm, they still manage to fight. But yeah, we can see why Bombi has been praised throughout this DPC season. Like this
Right.
play, coil into Force Staff play, where he just breaks the coil. Felt really, really
Dire's
good.
middle
And
tower has fallen.
still 5 dead.
Yeah, looking like they're just gonna be dead the entire duration of the rest of this game. And yeah, you know, Beastmaster comes back, but the Ancient, it explodes, and game 1 goes to Fnatic.
496 did a very good job for the first like 12, 13.
with me. Come and fly away 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 with me. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Somewhere by the Emerald Sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Tiny.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Elder Titan.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Ancient apparition.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to pick. Queen of Pain. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Points away.
Fanatics turn to pick.
Death Prophet.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban.
Invoker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
League's assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Slug.
Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Up.
All right. Count the rings on a tree. Sometimes they tell you your future. They were cutting down some trees near the apartments right before we got here. I checked the rings. They kind of said some things to me, and what they said was, Fnatic are going to escape.
Yeah, I was there. I was actually apartment way to the studio, and it also said Fnatic. Yeah, Fnatic just maybe has a bit of weaker draft, but shown that consistent in every aspect. 6. I'm also not big of feel that good of a smart game to eggs on Io once he picked it up. Yeah. They don't have too many good counter arc to like start with. They don't have the best setups for like a blast. There is it's called a reliable stun, which then you're gonna have issue.
Thank you, Nomad. Coming into game number 2, Fnatic.
Prepare
First game,
for
well,
battle.
they waited out until they got level 6 on their supports. Turned it around from that point. Stolen Aegis did what they needed to do to really take one here in game number 2. The general consensus is they may have a little bit of a weaker lineup, but the question is, are 496 going to take it?
It's a good question. We'll have to wait and see. Queen of Pain mid, off lane, Dead Prophet. We'll see how that one goes. Like, it's just a lot of slow, a lot of burst magical damage from 6. It's a question how they're gonna utilize that.
Right away, coming over in the aggressive move,
30
and
seconds
it's
to
jabs
battle.
on the Elder Titan. They were talking in. Oh, it should be a Nyx Pango lane, but instead DJ down bottom. Well, he's be in that lane with the Pango, so at least from the looks of it.
They could still, you know, swap things around. Better analysis once I join.
The battle begins.
Should be doing it eyes closed all the time, never read the item. I know you got the talent.
I got the talent, yeah. stupid stuff coming out of my mouth. Yeah, I reconnected. It's gonna be Masaros on Pangolier. Jabs will be laning with him, playing that Elder Titan, and on bottom lane, Nyx Assassin. I guess they just wanted to have like a reliable. So DJ will be playing that Nyx Assassin. Elder Titan still needs levels to put stun, which he doesn't like get until at least 4.
Right. Do you like Elder Titan with more farm priority? Like, I think in the last game, yeah, the Disruptor got the Ags first, but they were kind of like neck and...
Nyx Assassin still does the same job. Okay, Red, he gets the first blood on DJ.
As we're in the try screen, they get the kill there on the Nyx Assassin. Will find themselves their first blood. 496. Something going right for them. We'll see if they can continue that. Hung already looking like he's having a little bit of troubles here. At least dealing with what Moon's thrown his way.
Methinks you wanted that.
Not really getting much harassment onto the Invoker and eating a lot of harassment himself.
Invoker doesn't care too much, that's why they picked Pain. That Shadow Strike, like he didn't even put a point. Pointless, but it's kind of meh against Invoker. Also, now that I'm thinking about the top lane, why they decided to put LET on the top, he does a much better job trading against the Slark, where like yeah, they're
disarm,
they've
got him.
Plan B.
Jabs is traded, but that is a much better kill to get when you're able to kill off a Slark. This solo experience for Bombi, but it's an AA. Maybe that 6 comes in a little quicker. Things look all right. You could already see that Ravens got queued up the Helm of the Dominator in the Ags. We've seen some other builds on these Wisps, but Raven,
we've seen build. Like Orchids when a good game for Orchid. Like he's playing against Queen of Pain now, but they really lack AoE damage against the Slark, and it's not to say burst damage, but it's a lot of overtime damage coming up. Spirits, so I like this build. Helm of the Dominator, set it to creep, have an extra stun, an extra slow, or an aura, and then have that Aghanim separate.
How well Raven can farm here. Kosla trying to come around and get on top of this IO. Not the case just yet. 14-5 over mid for Moon. Throws out the Tornado. Has Cold Snap if he wants to put it onto this Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain doesn't even...
Denied.
Playing into Invoker. A lot of region coming out from Quas. 12.6, 13.6 at the moment. If he go, you just don't care too much about that bottom lane. They can't really leave Raven alone.
Under attack.
DJ needs the pull, but lane was pushing in, so they have a couple of creeps advantage.
Yeah, no points in the Shadow Strike.
It's always the DJ who said, put your hands in the air, put your stuff in the air. Now, toss DJ into the air.
So, we're taking a look over mid at the moment. Does get a point into Shadow Strike.
Yeah, you don't want to put the second point in Blink.
Yeah, I know.
That would be just...
But it ruined my opportunity to make a pointless joke. Points in Shadow Strike. I'm still on bears, you know? Like, I'm trying to keep it up over here.
Stop.
Hung. Ooh, Avalanche comes out.
He dodges it.
Tornado on the Bolt, and Hung's just dead. They might even lose Hustler. They got Jabs over here, but with Invoker sitting low enough, he doesn't want.
Now Invoker with the 2 Null Talismans, Enchanted Mango, Gloves of Hest for some damage. Just wondering what his item build is going to be this time around. Because he committed with the gloves, so it still might be like Hand of Midas, especially after having this good of a start and getting this kill. So I really wouldn't mind. It's greedy, but you can make it work. He queues up such a great start. Usually we don't see Invokers or playing Quas Rex going for that Hand of Midas. Sometimes they fall back to after getting a Phase Boots earn into to be able to scale, but yeah, here just feels completely fine. Like lanes are going decent, so he can afford to be more greedy.
Is this
Precious
an Orchid
punk.
Invoker kind of game?
Sure. Well, looks good. Slark against the Screen of Pain.
And the swashbuckle, that PB.
Structures
I thought it was just a kill on a Bombi, but it's gonna be a kill on a bolt. Jabs hitting so hard.
It's an insane lane. Fog and me played this lane multiple times.
Good double.
It's just insane how much damage he does, especially when he puts a second point in Astral Spirit. And
Dire's
Pango,
top tower is under
I think
attack.
is level 6. This top lane is just completely lost. AA comes back to this lane, he's straight up dead.
I remember when you used to have these ETs in the 4, and they would stack that camp right
Radiant
next to the lane.
structures are fortified.
Like 3 or 4 times, you put the spirit
Dire's
over
top
that, and then
tower
over to the
is
heroes
under
you're up
attack.
against, and you're hitting for like 250, 300, like a couple minutes into the game.
Fake dive on top,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
jabs.
Pounce, leash, sleep, swashbuckle, moon coming in. They've got the cold snap with the rolling thunder. Slark's
game's
game.
done. Slark's game ruined. Thank you, team, for picking Slark for me. He can't lane. He can't come back to the top lane. I said AA can't come, and you can even see Moon rotating to the
Dire's
top
top
lane,
tower has fallen.
getting a last hit on the tower, playing with the siege creep unit.
Radiant's
The
bottom
Prophet
tower
has
is under
Ghost running on the bottom. Let's see if there's going to be
Balance.
any rotation there. Toss back.
Toss. They've got the stun coming in from the Impel. DJ trying to get something out of this. Needed one more tower shot, but that'll go into Bombi.
Bottom lane is being pinged out. Raven's like, we could possibly defend this, but I need some
Radiant's
people to
bottom
TP
tower
in.
is under attack.
They're not gonna do it. Tier 1 for tier
Radiant's
1.
bottom tower
Safe lane
has
tower
fallen.
trade.
Worthy tribute.
Not terrible for 496. Still 1,000 net worth behind. The problem now is, well, I don't know
Problem
if you guys
is-
could see the net worth chart, but it's Slark is under the Elder Titan, right?
Oh, he's not anymore. 3 gold more than him. Man, he's far. I'm actually getting dizzy how speedy this is. It's so fast.
His farm.
Yeah.
It's so fast you can't watch it. It's almost unbearable. So Masaros, Orb of Corrosion, Bottle. I say it every game. Every game I see it. I am a big fan of these offlane bottles and how they're being utilized.
It allows you to just dominate enemy safe lane harder. Like that, the extra mana region. But if you get it before 5-minute rune, able to refill your bottle is just so valuable. Queen of Pain just blinked onto Jabs, who was channeling an Echo Stomp.
Trying to converge on him. Shadow Strike, Hustler coming in. They've actually got 3 heroes through,
Radiant's
but they
middle
won't commit
tower
onto the
is
high
under
ground
attack.
with no vision. Smart thing to do. They've got a lot of heroes over mid. This is a little bit concerning, because if this doesn't go really well for 496, they're making, you know, making space for Fnatic by just being here.
That's 4 people mid for no real reason. It's very hard for them to make stuff happen. Tiny's also level 3.
Without, you know,
Without a Blink Dagger, yeah, 7 minutes in, it's a rough one.
well, I was gonna say without extra for mid. They're finally gonna have it up in just a second.
There's double damage
Right.
on Quap, so they could put some pressure on the tower, try to force things. Put away some pressure from Splark, who's farming on the bottom lane. Still needs 25 minutes to recover. Considering how bad his went.
Still ahead of the Elder Titan though.
For those who are just tuning in, that Elder Titan is position 4.
Fusel being built for the Slark. Gonna be
Sure, like you just have to. That item is so good
yeah.
on Slark. It's just like dealing pure damage because
just
of the
tough.
essence shit.
Like it's
Mana burn, dealing agi.
right. So you know, it's for DAPBB, at least from what I'm seeing, like this is a complete opposite of the 4 kills to start, a lot of farm. Wondering if having a game this game. They weren't even able to do enough with the jug. Like he fell off really hard when he had a great start. Now he's had no start. That's going to be really bad here for the Slark, unless somehow 496 open up the entirety
He
of the
doesn't
map.
even join. He might join a fight if 496 leads to heroes and he's very close. He's going to be jumping in. Other than that, he's not going in until he gets.
So that's a whiles away, and you've got a Pango here sitting top of the net worth. He's happy with what he's got. Not the Blink Dagger yet. I do love that. Invoker, he's queued off the Midas. I wonder if he's not going to commit.
Still feel like he should. It's a very good game. Lanes went well. 7-4 score. 1 tower, half HP. So should be okay. And they have ET who can stop any kind of push. 2 points in the stump should be enough. Okay, so we're having a word from production why this game is paused. Hustler having some mouse problems, and he dropped a drink on his desk. Probably some of those juices went in.
Doesn't get sticky immediately when you spill soda.
Yeah.
It's a little bit later. You know, spilling soda
It's just how it
stinks.
works. It's a straight up chem. Like all those juices, they need be in touch with the certain stuff that's in the air. You know, it's kind of hard to explain but yeah, it's not a very moist move, even though kind of is moist.
It's a wet move, I'll tell you that much. You ever spill anything on your equipment?
I did. Throw out the key.
Did you ever spill anything like really close to like important game or a cast?
No, it was just a pub game. Took me. The keyboard was still working and stopped working after a couple of keys. Maybe I just didn't notice during the game because I was playing bad. Didn't realize a couple of my clicks were not going through. Hustler reconnecting.
I had a cast one time, literally right before we went live. The webcam down, glass of water, right on the keyboard. Luckily, I had a backup. He's disconnected. He's trying.
It seems like he poured some juice over the internet cable as well. Keeps disconnecting.
He might have reconnected to try the mouse.
I'm not an expert VCup, but I'm pretty sure you don't need to reconnect to the game to see if your mouse is working or not.
Well, you're not wrong at all. What was he drinking?
A good question.
A little bit of Tang, maybe? Did you ever have that as a kid? Yoo-hoo, great drink.
Cup.
Yoo-hoo is a chocolate. So good.
Well, that explains child behavior.
Yeah. Shout out to Yoo-hoo. Keeping me young. Yeah. I've been told I look really young, and meanwhile, I'm like the second oldest here. It's all in the Yoo-hoo. You guys want to get in the esports game, Yoo-hoo? Come on. Be cool.
Oh,
Capri Sun?
yeah, that's a good one. There's like Witch Doctor Capri Sun that never made it into the game.
Soon.
Unfortunately, one can only hope.
Next battle pass. There's a Capri Sun here. I know we're talking about nonsense, but there's a Capri Sun here. It's called Mystic Dragon. That does not sound like a juice flavor.
If I had to take a Mystic Dragon, I probably would end up on the toilet. That's the first association that comes to my mind after. You say the dragon was Mystic Dragon?
Yeah.
You don't know what that is. You don't know what's inside.
He reconnects. Obviously reconnecting to check his... See if it works in Dota. It does. There we go. See? Good to go. All the pings finally come on through, and there's a kill on a hung just like that. They're going to look over at Bombi and land the sleep. Spirit Siphons on a Masaros, but the Tornado lands on both of them perfectly. Plays Swashbuckle in. EMP pops. Moon gets the kill on a Bombi, and now they'll look over at Ray with the right clicks coming out from the Elder Time. The Avalanche as well as the toss into the air, but Hustler, he can some space as best he can until he ultimately loses his life to Jax.
What do you call tornado when it hits 2 people?
Tornado?
Tornado, yeah.
Tornadoes?
It kind of sucked for Hong Kong. He goes in, uses Shadow Strike, but he's gonna out-regen that.
And he used his ult.
Anything?
Yeah, he's not level 6 yet, only level 4. They'll line up the sweep. They've got the impale.
His
There's the
game's
tornado.
done. That's the second hero from 496 that kind of is not having a game. He just died, came back, died again. At least Slark is trying to recover in the jungle, farming that Diffusal Blade. We kind of lost track of the time because of the pauses. It's only 10 minutes so far into the game.
But in the jungle, and I just remember we were all singing that this morning.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Times, you know, just enjoying some quality time with the friends before we go live. Next assassin.
Lands with a swashbuckle, easy kill again, and yeah, Fnatic are really just taking over. The drink is really just not even in the bowl.
Nail in the coffin, yeah.
Amazing
Jelly
what you
getting
found
picked up
laying
for the
around.
Dire side, maybe a glimmer of hope with that. Still, games for both.
They should definitely not give that jelly to Hustler, you know. He could spill it. He could spill the jelly, make his keyboard and
Even
the mouse
stickier.
even more stickier, exactly.
I don't know if you've ever spilled honey before. That doesn't
I
come
did. Like, I bring honey to the office. I'm not even kidding. I bring honey in my bag to the office every day. I make myself some quality tea. I need to wake up properly, you know? Good cup of tea if you're not drinking a coffee. Sounds like better and more quality option.
Mid Bombi didn't get his tea. He's been melted by the heat coming out from Moon. And 6K lead for Fnatic. It is really, the scales are being tilted heavily in the favor of Fnatic as they are just getting away with murder right now. Jabs lands the sleep, but ulti from DPC and eventually will get the finish. It cost him the ult down. Well, maybe if they go after DPC, he could be in trouble, but that being said, Hung, he's the one in trouble right now, and DJ gets the kill.
Hong Kong dead again. Is that his 4th dead? 1-4-1. At this point, I don't even know like what you decide to buy. On co-op.
Swashbuckle again.
Oh no.
Thunder, Death Prophet gone. Red's dead. Okay. He clipped one of those trolls.
Dire's middle tower
Troll Teasy.
You know what they should do? That's a big brain play. Put a ward there, maybe, and use Helm of the Dominator. Just let him sit there for the vision.
What do you do?
You don't have to place a ward. Like, you can see them with your spirits. Just leave him there.
I'm a ward. I wouldn't mind that. Tornado comes in, misses Hustler.
That's why he's called Hill Troll, because he is on the hill. That makes a lot of sense.
Very literal. Lore friendly right now. You don't get much of that. In over mid. They do have a smoke. They do use it. Moon immediately sees it, I believe. Well, that didn't exactly work out. Sentry down. DJ uses the Vendetta, breaks the smoke. They could even go back in if they wanted to, but it would be a little bit risky. 2v4. Just don't have the heroes here with them at the moment, but Masaros eventually shows up, and he's got Rolling Thunder. Swashbuckle, Rolling Thunder, that comes through. Red gets hit again. And, well, here comes the turn. A little bit too loose on that one. Needs to be a tighter turn, get it more heavy angle.
Look at you,
Exorcism gets popped, but, well, Red, his life gets popped. So no more Exorcism, no more Red, and no more 496 in this mid-team fight because they are getting ripped apart. Hustler gone, looking for more. Bombi on the run, but, well, here comes the side of Fnatic. Sonic Wave gets used, Ice Blast doesn't land, Hung getting low. Bombi dead. Jabs is the only one to fall so far on the side of Fnatic. They go after this Slark who goes into the ulti, but there's the Swashbuckle. DPC. A second one.
That's
all
a
right.
good kill. 700 gold. Let's see if we can get out of this alive.
Potentially. Kill troll. Kill. All this is going on. That's another casualty.
So that BB gets a kill, has that Diffusal Blade online. Still a tough one for them, because Queen of Pain's not having a good time, still working towards that Orchid.
Couple of illusions getting harassed here. Just timeout. Nato coming in and DJ rotating over. There's the stun, there's the mana burn. Hustler thinking about helping out the Death Prophet. Doesn't need to put his life on the line though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fine.
They need this Blink Dagger on Tiny. He's still 1,000 gold away from it. Somehow, somewhere, he needs to find the farm to be able to get a first jump, because they don't have a way to initiate a fight. Queen of Pain's very underfarmed. She can't allow to just blink in and Shadow Strike. Like, that's your form of initiation right now.
No.
Warrior being built next. Shard for the Ancient Emperor. You can get it. For that, I'd be pretty impressed, because Bombi's game is pretty much shut down. Hitting that shard would basically double his net. Looking for the Rolling Thunder, but pounce as well as the leash. Now they've got the Ice Blast out on Masaros. He'll shatter, or just die to that BB. So another kill there for the Slark, slowly creeping up. Farming so fast.
You know, he's getting up there. Now third on the network, so that BB recovering nicely.
Raven finish. Rune. More luck than me.
It's gonna be much easier now that Io finished the Aghanim Scepter, so those spirits, something that are any kind of AoE damage or getting a BB, Slark doesn't like to play into. That's why his quick buy straight away.
Cane Rune for Moon. Fnatic kind of pulled off the gas a little bit. We're playing really aggressive across the river the entire time, and now, well, a little bit more conservative from that. 496 with 4 heroes bottom. Just the Queen of Pain up towards top. 3 heroes there for Fnatic, but for the most part, just sitting. Still need this Blink Dagger for Hustler. Been a rough game. Verging over towards bottom while the heroes still sit top. Joker comes in, cold feet, Ice Blast. Will eventually be thrown, but they've got the sweep on a Bombi. Hustle comes in with the Avalanche as well as the toss. Moon taking a lot of damage, and well, Red, he's got the kill. They'll go after jabs. They'll bring in Raven as well as Masaros, trying to get a kill here onto Red. Curcuit.
Oh, they actually get the kill
Up helping
before.
out to get the kill on Red.
We don't usually see drums as an item, but on ET it feels so good. Like having 8 charges on it is just, you know, insane. Every single time there's a fight, you just pop it.
He jabs in, Impale hit, Swashbuckler disarms the Slark, who's trying to get a kill here on the jabs. Hung gets credit for that one, but the Shield crash in. Masaros takes out Hustler. Sonic Wave used, right clicks in, Wop just blinks away, but they've left this Slark by himself, and his killing spree will go into the hands of Raven.
So yeah, another one fight by Fnatic. There's still Roshan. They're still lacking a bit of damage, you know, to get 2 kills and go inside a pit and take it. But in the next like 3-4 minutes, they should be able to... I want to see what Invoker's getting after that BKB. Maybe a bit more lockdown. Hex feels nice. That still doesn't help you with killing the Roshans. Fnatic lineup not really good at killing the Roshan, what I'm saying. You know, a lot of words, but the lineup bad at the Rosh.
Breaking it down. Too long. Didn't listen. Team bad at Rosh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Do they need Rosh to really finish this game? Can they, like, they're running over them at 10k, right? Is there a point where they're just gonna break through these towers, get the high ground, and just not even need the agents? How good's the high ground defense here from?
Pretty bad. Ripped Swarm, that's the best thing they got. It's very hard for AA to land a good ulti
Radiant's middle tower is under
because you don't
attack.
have the setup.
Buckle missing, going into the Rolling Thunder. Looking for Bombi, and now the sleep.
Zombie getting bombed by this Pangolier.
That's intentional.
Yeah, I love the build.
Looked
Pango this game. Orb of Corrosion just feels really nice. Let's see the damage. Maybe I had the wrong read. How long is this gonna take? All right, Pango, I kind of forgot about him. Lucky shot plus Orb of Corrosion minus armor. That's -9 when it procs. Stupid caster, what are you saying? You know, my first initial thought was they can, you know, kill the Roshan after getting a couple of kills, and I'm like, they don't have it. Because I kind of got lost. I didn't spill anything on my keyboard, but that kind of distracted me. Took the focus off the game. Apologies, chat.
That wasn't the fast.
Wasn't the fastest, but still faster than I expected, to be honest.
Tornado, cold snap. Bus comes in, not gonna matter. Bombi dead still. His game has been a nightmare.
Is under attack.
But then,
Isn't able to really accomplish much of anything. He's had a couple of good Ice Flash, but nothing too...
Not much you can do with
Yeah.
AA.
One of
Level
those
8. Who's the playmaking hero here? Dead Prophet kind of relies on
Dyer's top tower
team fighting,
is under
grouping
attack.
around. Slark had a terrible game
Dyer's
early on
structures are
and
fortified.
needed to recover.
Yeah.
He's also building into, I believe, is a Shadow Blade
Dyer's
to
top
be able
tower
to
is under
possibly jump the Io. I don't know. I don't know who he wants to jump on.
attack. Dyer's top tower
But I don't
has
think
fallen.
Io is the target. They don't have like the clear backline. Let's say
Queen of Pains. Carapace.
That's just
okay,
fun.
hung.
great setup.
Hopping
DJ.
hard.
DJ's game sense really on point throughout this whole DPC, throughout his whole career pretty much. The man has been amazing. And I love the build this time around. Just going for max Carapace and max mana burn. He's playing in like 3 intelligence heroes, playing into Slark, which is ideally want to lower cooldown on that mana burn. Slark really struggles against any kind of mana.
Lunge toss, trying at least BKB pop by Raven.
Laughs a nice frog. What are you gonna do about it?
Much of anything, at least for the moment. Tether all the way across.
The ward on top of that. So I talked about the itemization. Pango going for Hood of Defiance to tank things up. All they have pretty much is magical damage, some right clicks from Slark, of course. Physical and exorcism, but Pango just going for Scotty next.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that Moon though. Definitely blast, and now Bombi's dead. Sonic Wave comes in, but now the rest of the team can come through. Rolling Thunder out, Dappy B hit up into the air. Dark packs that off. Get around over at the Death Prophet now. Raven just holding his own as they get the kill on a hustler. They look over at Hung, who throws a Shadow Strike. They've got the silence onto the Pangolier. Hung blinking forward, trying to fight
It's a
this
decent
Pango.
fight for 496.
They've got 2 so far. DJ coming in with the Spike Carapace and the 2-man Impale, but well, there's not really much to follow this up. Raven thinking about helping out as he stays nearby, but eventually DJ, well, he's gonna die, and the only one who stays alive is the Wisp.
A bit disconnected there from the rest of the team. Relocate in, they instantly blow up Invoker. ET not there, Rolling Thunder a bit late. Then relocate back, so Raven had to reconnect with the team. Didn't have anything to tether to, there's no Helm of the Dominator creep. So it took him a bit more time to come up. They should instead like play with Raven where he is, instead of trying to set up a relocate play.
Right.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
is this enough right now? You're still down 12k. Like, does 496 get another fight like that? Does that put them back into it? Or are they just still down?
Slark covered nicely. Shadow Blade working towards that BKB. Blink Dagger is available on Tiny. They're buying all these, like, let's say cheap items. Veil on Tiny queued up. They just want to increase the magic damage. Apparition, Ice Vortex is also maxed out, so that's like 30% of magic resist. Magic damage. So.
Coming over with a Shadow Blade. for a jump. Sentry placed down. They spot him, they stun him. They've got the Sun Strike. Nowhere to go for DPC. Gets over aggressive with the new Shadow Blade.
A blast will just hit the DJ.
And the idea is there that they want to set up with the Slark and use that Ice Blast, but he just dies too quickly and gets found out. Really, really heads up play. Throw that sentry down.
Relocate.
Relocate in between the tier 2 and the tier 3.
Just checking what's happening
They
there.
found him.
Bombi.
Sunstrike's in, shield crash for the kill. Even when he's hiding, he can't stay out of sight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pango is insanely far. Flying AoE Scotty with the swashbuckle. Reducing the
Radiant's middle tower
healing
is
coming
under
out from the
attack.
Death Prophet Spirit Siphon. It's just gonna feel great. Crippling Slark with the
Radiant
move
are
speed,
scanning.
maybe forcing him to misuse his Dark Pact with it.
Farm. And he's ahead of everybody on the side of 496. Tornado comes in, they spot Hustle, Avalanche out, no mana left on this Tiny. But the Cold Snap ends up dead. Meanwhile, you got Hunter's bullying DJ, but that's just a Nix's test and that's out of the fight. They've got the Rolling Thunder with the Ice Blast coming in. Now the Earth Splitter is through, and that's gonna land. They get the kill on the Moon though. They'll take out the Invoker, they lose Bombi, sweep hits on the 2. But behind them is Hung with BKB, they get the kill on the Jabs, they'll take it a 3rd, and now they look for the rest. Masaros, Swashbuckle, some distance.
Might be wrong, but I think
Decent
they
fight.
actually saw Dead Prophet coming in. That Masaros should be dead. Leap, I mean, Pounce, and yeah, that should be the Dead Prophet. Still 12k gold lead for Fnatic, but they just lost 4 heroes 2 times in a row.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That is really starting to not turn around, but it's hope. It's hope again.
This is a type of fight that they should
Radiant's
be able
middle
to
tower is under
own
attack.
with the Pangolier. In
Radiant's
this area,
middle tower
Pango
has
really
fallen.
shines. A lot of stuff to bounce off. I think the play is
Radiant's bottom tower
because they don't have
is
any
under
save.
attack.
So try to find a Dead Prophet with the Nyx Assassin and just blow her up. Because Dead Prophet is dealing a ton of damage, getting closer to level 18. For more, 8 extra more ghosts. There's gonna be a ton of damage.
Okay, lead right now from Fnatic. Up for that Tiny.
There is a sentry.
Yeah, they've
blown
got the
up.
sentry down, and they get the kill on a Moon. Invoker, his game's kind of not.
Yes.
He's farmed, but it seems like it's getting really hard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
B, avoiding these stuns.
3-man
Avalanche
silence.
toss again, and look at that with the silences, with the damage. They get the kill on a DJ. They look over at Hustler. Right clicks in with the swashbuckle. Raven finishes off the Tiny. 2 for 1 so far. DPC's looking for a moment to get back in. If he can come all the way around, again, they're funneled in on these stairs. DPC comes through with silence potentially from Red. Be a fight that is for 496.
Still in this game, after a really bad start. You know, they're keeping up. Queen of Pain now has also a gem. BKB is there, so she can blink in aggressively. They have no abilities that go through magic immunity. Can't just precast Earth Splitter or anything, but she is having a much better time than she had first 10-15 minutes, that's for sure. Red getting caught.
Chased. Gonna keep on top of the Death Prophet. Sunstrike woo, with the spirit to finish.
Radiant's bottom
Was walking in a
tower
straight
is under
line.
attack.
That'll happen when you don't really
Bombi, I think he's on the wrong side of the map. This should get rewarded. Like, what is he doing there? He just placed it a lane obs. There's no reason for him to be there unless he's warded.
Radiant's bottom
Second
tower
Roche
is under attack.
will respawn in 50 seconds. Fnatic can't take it right away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, again, wondering how much more do 496 need, because these fights are looking good for them so far. Those last 2 pickoffs, not so much, but the fights in general.
Dire are scanning.
If they can survive, like go in
Radiant
and out a
structures
couple
are
of times with the Slark, with Queen of Pain. I'm just thinking, you know, that Prophet doesn't like to go in and out of the fights. She wants to commit to ulti, get stuff done, while Slark and Queen of Pain, they really shine when they are in and out multiple times.
Right. Fight up again. Disjoint, really, though. From Fnatic.
One item we didn't mention is ET with the BKB. Like, he gets a BKB even with the Aghanim Scepter, but this is like a safer choice where you have straight up 10-second BKB. They're going into Roche Pit right now. 496 using the smoke. They're not going to be there in time. It's too late.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
So Age is picked up by Moon. He's had a couple of times where he's felt like, well, even though he's second in the net worth, he gets blown up. Picks up that Aegis. Spike Carapace into the Impale. Uh-oh, Red in too far potentially. The aggression from Hung goes out onto this Nyx Assassin, and they don't anybody just yet. Finally losing Red. Hung commits for this, pops the BKB, and he's just dead. He plays over aggressive to kill DJ
Relocate
and loses
back.
his life for it. Oh, DPC spotted with Spirits. They'll also look over at Bombi. Got the Ancient Apparition, getting the one they know they can kill.
Exactly what I talked about. They need to burst that Prophet before the fight starts.
That was
Hustla.
pretty interesting from Jabs. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he started to stomp to maybe bait out the avalanche from the Tiny, stopped it immediately, walked forward, got out of range of the avalanche, survives there, and at the end of the day, Hustler drops.
And they also lost the gem. Slark, can he get it? Who's gonna be faster? Oh, Slark, he actually gets it. But there is a sentry ward. Let's see the pounce. Pops the BKB.
Foot's coming out on the Moon, Pounce leashing him, going around these trees, but DPC knows he's in a bad situation. Here comes the
good AA blast if it connects.
Oh, hits Moon. I don't think it's going to matter, though. DPC, he's gone. Raven gets the kill. Monster kill streak here for the IO. And 40 to 21.
Slark got baited by his team. Now, go pick up the gem. It's still there. It's pinged out. He's the only one who's alive. And then, yeah, it backfires, but it's kind of a risky play. You also have a Shadow Blade, so you want to go for that, try to get it. IO, level 25. So, tag tethered allies target.
Avalanche toss, Ice Blast in. Aegis popped. Exorcism was used, but look at the damage that Red's taking. He pops that Exorcism, immediately dies. Hung trying to hold the high ground. Sonic Wave hits on a 3. It's godlike for Raven. Sleep connects on a Bombi. Sunstrike nowhere close, but Hung forced back with the Swashbuckle, doing so much damage onto the Queen of Pain. BKB, Avalanche toss. Bombi dead instead. Now the Spirits, the slow, all onto the Tiny. He's on the run. He's dead again. 4 heroes gone. Potentially a 5th. They're trying to finish off Hung and put the cap on the team.
No Sonic Wave, no DP ulti. This should be at least 2 set of barracks.
BB gonna go in and try and defend. 2v5. You let both racks to go, or do you try to make something happen?
He has no buyback, can't really go in. 2 versus 5, and there's also Cheese on IO. IO sitting at 4,000 HP. Look at the health region. It's 100 at the moment. It might be even higher because, like, once he uses the overcharge, like, those numbers are just insanely high. Hung, he's gonna die in base, no buyback.
Yeah, he's gone, and now so Bombi will fall. You've got some help. It's only 3 heroes, though, and, well, that help's not looking like it's going to do much of anything. DPC dies to DJ. They get the kill there onto Red. GG is called. Fnatic took the series 2-0. Can they get the full team wipe? They'll eat the cheese, and then the sauce comes in. Put a cap on that. Well, Fnatic, an easy 2-0.
Yeah, it looked very easy. Like 496, they had some moment of brilliance, but not anything that could upset Fnatic. Fnatic just feels like a better team. 496, showing some decent performance.